Welcome back to another episode of Three Chuckles Deep. I'm here with my boys. We ready to get this thing started?
Boyka, boyka.
Okay.
Guess who's back? Round two, Trey. What? I'm back.
That's a W intro.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide, Senor,
Mr. 305.
International.
Dale.
Coming from all angles. Right here. Big 863.
Okay. Let's get it rolling.
Let's get this rolling. All right, bet. So, y'all know football season has already started, but it seems like there's a different kind of season going on in the social media realm and, the big realm of the big celebrities and all that. This season started off, has a bit of a unique name to it. A lot of people have coined it the Freak Offs. So you might be asking, Trey, why is it called the Freak Offs? Well, I'm glad you asked. So I'm pretty sure we all know who the big man is, Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy here. He's not here, but the funny thing is, I can't recount like one music video that he's ever been in, but hey, 2024 is not his year.
Imagine we have Diddy here for an interview.
Special guest.
Guess who's here, everybody? Diddy.
It'll be special.
Oh, it'll be a special one. All
Mr.
right.
Puff Daddy.
It's going to be a podcast to remember.
It's going to be vivacious.
Matter of fact, let him bring in the 1,000 bottles of baby oil that was allegedly discovered in one of his houses in New York.
Yeah. So tell me about it. So it was one of his houses in New York. You said that they just found I kind of heard about it, about the whole thing with the lotion, but what happened?
So apparently it was like during, so they already captured or arrested him. He was at like one of these special hotels or like really high-end hotels. They arrested him there. And I guess like shortly after they caught wind of like some of his like residences and they checked one of his houses out in New York, I believe. That's what one of the articles said. And the discoveries made there is just baffling. It just leaves you with more questions than answers. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Let that.
Can you imagine? You search up like baby oil shortages in the area, and it's like the whole area is out of it.
Oh my god!
I'm just trying to So is Diddy arrested at this point?
I didn't know he was.
No, I'm asking. Is he?
Oh, he was under trial for the longest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I remember they pulled him out of the house or whatever, his like home or whatever. But I'm like, didn't they let him go?
Oh,
What could have just dipped?
I thought he was still on the run
Oh no, they caught him
in like Cabo or something.
Well, yeah, I know that. Like I said, I think they put him out of his house, or they pulled everybody out of his house, and Diddy was gone. That's what it was. Yeah,
Did they
had
all
like
just come
people
with
in
baby
there.
oil too.
Yeah, they were already pre-oiled.
He just has like a belt that has like satchels for baby oil around it.
Everybody
You
walks
get
in.
one. You get one.
He's like Oprah Winfrey out here. You get baby oil. You get baby oil.
It's complimentary baby oil. You don't have to even worry about bringing your own. Don't worry, we got it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's freaky, boy.
What do you need that much baby oil for?
That's what I'm saying. That boy be on his freak time.
The freak
The
offs,
freak
bro.
offs is real.
He just
I'm
likes to be
telling
slipping and sliding.
Oh man,
1,000 bottles though. Come on now.
that's a bit
Never dry.
excessive.
1,000 bottles, bro. That's
Never
literally
dry.
that's like my yearly rate. Diddy paying for 1,000 bottles of baby oil is how much I get paid in a year.
I can't even fathom. Like who do you even go to
He has
get
some-
that much?
He has some nice moisturized
Yeah, the real
skin. I
question
bet.
is no. Think about this. How did he get it? Did he go to the store every day and get one bottle, or did he go?
He
and
bought them
get
in shipments.
1,000? He definitely bought them on Amazon.
Yeah, he bought them in
on
shipments.
Amazon. 1,000 bottles.
Same day
Jeez.
delivery.
Oh
That's
wow,
crazy.
Same
got
day.
a whole truck.
Think about this. Amazon was helping Diddy the whole time.
Ooh.
Speaking of
FedEx ground, maybe.
oh, definitely.
FedEx
They
one
definitely
day.
seem a little suspicious.
I'm
No
just
offense to my
saying.
FedEx workers out there, but I don't know.
It's a little crazy that he just gets them bottles, no questions
no
asked.
questions asked. I'm telling
He's
you,
gonna ask
bro,
questions.
some of these. I'm
It's
just saying.
Diddy. It's Puff Daddy.
2024 is not the year to be
In the baby oil.
just if you're like a celebrity, just don't even say nothing because you never know. You might be next. 2024 has been a crazy year.
That is true. 2024, everybody is talking about how everybody's a pedophile.
People just gotta stay away from those crowds.
I'm just saying, bro. Drake's up there now. I heard he was
Yeah.
talking to
Hasn't he-
Millie Bobby
hasn't-
Brown.
Hasn't he always been though?
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I remember seeing some of his lyrics. People were going over his lyrics, and they're all about like little kids.
I keep seeing the ones where it's like Diddy, tell us what you did to Justin Bieber.
my boy JB.
There was that video that he was talking to JB, and he kept like touching him on the chest. I guess to see if he had. People were saying to see if he had like a wire or something.
Yes, that's so weird.
Do you think celebrities just see the same videos we do and just be like, he was checking me for a wire that day?
Dead serious. I mean, think about it.
I mean, you saw how his face was. He was clearly uncomfortable. He was like,
it's true.
Just keep smiling. Just keep smiling. Like, bro,
they said JB
I'm about
was
to
like
crash out if something like that happened to me. I ain't even gonna cap.
He said he was like a good kid, and then like a year after him and Diddy, it was like his face changed completely. Like he was just
that boy got ran through.
How old are you? 15?
Ran through it.
Yeah, you can't drive this car yet until you're 16. Like, what?
Yeah.
What is happening? I mean, like, he wasn't the only one. There was like, I saw like a couple clips where like some like news outlets were like asking him like oddly sexual questions, and he's barely like 15. Like, what is wrong? We just all let that slip under the rug back then. But like, did no one think, this might come back to bite me in the butt? Like,
nah, it was a different time back then.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Think about it for everybody too. Like even back in the day, I bet like you probably thought of things or said things or did things, and now you're like, dang, I wish I never did those.
Dude, if my stuff was recorded on a sheet of paper, bro, I'd be in prison.
That's what I'm saying. If you were famous, and you said something, but like you're not famous, so nobody's gonna even like ever realize what things you said, right?
Go ahead and tell me what's the worst thing you've ever said.
Yeah.
FBI, listen up real good.
Thanks.
Well,
I know where he lives. I'm not an accomplice. I'm here to help you.
Don't worry, guys.
Nah, that's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. 2024, you're gonna get caught.
Just don't do anything.
That's another thing is like big on YouTubers. The whole pedophile catching now.
Yeah.
I know Chris Hansen was the start back in the day, but now there's a bunch out there now.
Yeah, we got YouTube
Skeet?
vigilantes out here.
Yeah, Skeet Hansen. Skeet Hansen's fire.
Skeet Hansen.
That's his name.
Mm-hmm.
You've just been skeeted.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
I'm telling you, but like
I'm not gonna lie though, the best out of all of them, Vitali.
Oh,
those are crazy. Man.
That one prank, ex
beating
prank
people
YouTuber.
up, bro.
Yeah, that dude like fell off and then just came out of nowhere with the pedophile stuff.
Well, yeah, because he started getting like Lil Pump and all them on this stuff.
Yeah,
and then literally like beating pedophiles.
I seen the one with Akon. The Akon one was funny.
Akon was funny, but the best was the game.
He was like, "You're about to get locked up."
The one with the game,
yeah.
He literally threw the pie at the guy's face and smashed his head against the wall.
Yeah,
that one was pretty good.
Him, Gideon, like
they
were
Gideon, he fell off hard.
Yeah, after the whole Pokemon thing.
Well, no, he fell off hard whenever he said he wanted to be a pastor or something.
Really?
Yeah, he said that his content, like he hated the fact that he was like pranking people and stuff, and it wasn't part of the Bible, and then like stopped making videos about that, and everybody like stopped watching.
I was about to say you built like your whole channel on pranks.
Yeah, it was
getting
all
kicked
like
out
that.
of like NBA games.
Yep.
Like
I'm not gonna lie, Prime Gideon, fire. I met Gideon.
Really?
Before I knew who Gideon was. See, do you know who Balin Levine is?
Nope.
Same thing, prank YouTuber. And I knew of Balin Levine, and bro, I went to Target up here, and I walked in, bro, and I heard screaming, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And I was like, "I swear that sounds like Balin Levine." I'm like, "Nah, there's no way." I head to the back of the store. On my mama, Gideon was laying on the floor, and Balin Levine was on his back, and they were playing Call of Duty on one of the like displayed TVs. And I'm like, "There's no way this is happening right now." And I'm like, "There's no way." Yeah. And as I'm watching this like unfold, and like employees and stuff are like looking as they're like screaming as loud as possible about Black Ops that they're playing on the display, and I was like, "I gotta get a picture." And I was like, I always thought like watching it on TV, I'm like, those people that come out and ask for a picture and stuff, they're fucking weird, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the exact same
Here
thing.
you
I
are.
felt so bad because he's like, no, we're in the middle of something right now. He's like, catch me after this. And I was like, damn, I'm such an idiot. Why would I do that? And then I like literally felt like such a weirdo. Like as I'm like waiting on them to finish this,
right,
I'm like hiding behind like a couple alleys just waiting for them to finish the skit. And they finally get kicked out. And as they're getting kicked out, I'm like, Balin, can I please get a picture? And then we get a picture. And then Gideon was outside. I had no clue who that was at that point. So I was like, I'm not going to get a picture with him. Like, I don't know who that is. Because they kind of separated. Like, him and Balin being separated. So I got with Balin real quick, got the picture. Gideon, like, left. And then literally not but a month later, I started, like, seeing videos of Gideon. I was like, damn. I really just saw that guy. And I lost it. So is what it is. But
you done fumbled.
Yeah, we kind of went off on tangent. But yeah, There's a lot of what's it called, vigilantes out there.
Yeah, that's the crazy. Some of the craziest things that I've seen is that some of the people that be getting caught be fighting back. Like,
Yeah.
how does that make sense? You know what you did. You got caught.
They all say the exact same story. Man, she said she was 18. It's
No.
like, buddy, look right here. We have her saying she's 14. You being like, that's great.
Like, yeah,
Because they're all lovers, not fighters.
That's what they all
that's
say.
what they all say until it's game time.
Did he say we're just friends? We're just friends."
It's not what you think.
The biggest meme going
Really?
around, bro. No Diddy.
No, did he?
No Diddy.
You know,
Yeah,
all
full
good jokes
Diddy.
contain some truth in it, and
That is true.
Used to be
Man.
no homo. Nah, it's no Diddy.
the times are changing. We need to get with the program.
Not gonna lie though, it's a good thing. Get him out of here. Get him gone.
Get it going.
I'm trying to have my kids safe. Same thing with the Omegle ones. Oh, they're catching.
Oh.
Did you know that's why Omegle got taken down?
No.
Well, I think. There's a
That's what I think.
specific YouTuber that I used to watch, and he used to do like predator catches, like with his girlfriend. So his girlfriend would be like on the
Oh.
Omegle, and then basically they'd be like baiting for predators,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, you know, do a 360 or take your shirt off or something like that, and then he'd be like, gotcha, with like a
Hmm.
camera and like come out basically.
Yeah.
They'd be like, what are you doing? And then they always skip. Well, there's one guy, long story short, like did that, got caught by him, and then of course he posted it, you know, on social media and stuff. That guy ended up being like a school teacher or something, and then Omegle took down the whole website.
I would say
That's why Omegle's like cooked at this point.
I would say they shut it down.
You haven't heard about Omegle in a while.
It doesn't exist.
I would say they
It
moved
got shut
to-
down.
Yeah.
It's Omi TV and Monkey
Yep.
TV or something.
That's what they
I've never
moved
heard
to.
of those.
Yeah, well, that's the new
Yeah.
Omegle. I was never into Omegle.
I've never used it. I just
I
knew
think
about it from
used
like YouTube.
like I think I did try it, but I was like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I tried it once. I was like, I don't know. It just felt off.
It's just weird talking to like random people, and especially now. I would never. You'd be seeing TikToks of people pulling like IP and stuff like that. And they're
Yeah.
like, so you were in Orlando at blah 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 address, and it's like,
No.
what?
Oh, now you want to lie.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to be none of that, but
Yeah.
there is some funny ones out there. I've seen like
Yeah.
people on Omegle or whatever, Omi TV doing funny stuff.
So I would rather watch it than be a part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll pass. What else you got, Trey?
Let's see. That's a good question. So, when I was just scrolling on Instagram one day, I don't really play mobile apps on my phone that much, but this one ad just popped out at me. Man, what in the world is mobile app like? What's the advertisement like? Who's giving this the green light? So I was watching this one video, and I think it was something like this. It was like a little robot like delivering pizza or whatnot. So seems pretty harmless, right? Walks up to the door. The guy slaps some pizza out of his hand. So you know what the robot does? The robot goes on a little tangent. He starts knocking over stuff, getting like points XP. Next thing you know, he's a full-on mecha, blowing up the entire neighborhood. Like what? What's the premise of the game?
Dude, that's not even the worst I've seen. I've seen some crazy
Yeah.
mobile ads.
Me too.
Literally, like I'm talking like it's like Homescapes, which is the game that's like kind of like
Oh,
Candy
yeah.
Crush or whatever in a sense. And you have to like do that. But then the ad has nothing to do with the game at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like literally like a guy and a girl coming into a house, and then 2 seconds later they go into the bed. You see the sheets like go crazy, and then they have like
Yeah.
a kid, and you're like, what?
Like,
And then
what is
you
this?
get the game, and it's like
It's
literally like
Yeah.
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
It's like,
Swipe up, get the 3
has
matching.
nothing to do with the
I was
game.
like, this how is this legal? Is this like false advertisement?
Oh, it's 100% false advertising.
I get ones that say like have like XXX websites that be like go to here to watch people get killed or something. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is so random. Or like sexual stuff, and I'm like, what the hell kind of ads am
I'm
I
not-
getting?
The mobile ones are going extremely sexual.
Yeah,
Like I've never seen like crazy ads like
yeah. I've seen a video. This dude was on, and they're all real videos, and it's like this guy's like in his phone on like live, and he just gets shot and
Ooh.
killed, and they're like, continue the video on this app. I'm like, what?
I've never gotten things like that. I'm talking about like mobile games.
I'm talking about like crazy things.
Yeah, that's not
crazy
mobile
ads.
games. I'm talking about like mobile games.
Yeah,
Like they be having crazy ads just to get you to download it.
Right. It's
Hey.
like
It worked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got all these games and I just don't play any of them.
That's the thing. I mean, honestly, I would say what's the biggest like mobile app?
Mobile app or mobile game?
As of right now,
Game. Yeah, not app. My bad.
I think for like the longest time, maybe like it used to be Candy Crush or like Subway Surfers.
I think you're right. Candy Crush was the biggest one. Or
Yeah,
it's
Subway
mainly
Surfers was
adults
big.
too.
What was the other one that was like Subway Surfer?
Like
Jetpack Joyride.
Jetpack Joyride.
No,
Temple
Jetpack
Run.
Temple Run. That was
Temple
the
Run was
huge one.
gas.
Temple Run was like the
I had
huge
one called Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There were
That
so
was
many
cool.
off-brand versions of Temple Run.
I just seen they're about to come back with a Flappy Bird. It's just about to make
Oh,
come back.
yeah.
They just bought the license. Somebody bought the license and they're about to come back with it.
I remember when they took it off the server. I was like, no.
Yeah, I heard they made like $7 billion off of it.
Probably something
Wow.
crazy.
Mm.
But yeah, they're about to come back. I heard they just bought the license.
Yes.
I mean, It's okay. I mean, the thing about
Clash
stuff
Royale
like
is
that,
probably pretty big too.
Clash Royale is one of the craziest like games in the aspect of they're constantly
Yeah.
update.
Yeah.
Like the game has since when I downloaded it when it first came out,
Yeah,
it is a completely different game at this point.
it is.
Like with the
Well-
whole towers and stuff.
Well, it's like different, but it's the same. Because like the
Same concepts.
the same principle, but like it's just different cards, which I like. It's not like they're making huge changes to the game.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
loved
different characters.
games like that, like
Yeah.
a card game, like that
Yeah.
you played something and it would do something,
Yeah.
as in like card wise,
Yeah,
like PVZ, like what me and Lucas play. That I like stuff like that.
yeah,
But like, there's not very many games, so I think that's
Yeah.
why Clash Royale does so good
yeah.
because
It's
there's
simple,
no game
but
like
it's
it.
simple, but it's strategic at the same time.
100%.
It's been around for years.
I think it's running on like 7 or 8 years at this point. Probably longer.
No, longer than that. Yeah,
Less
for
than
sure.
longer.
Well, no, it
And
was
you
like,
got,
I
like-
downloaded it when the
Yeah.
year it came out, so I
Yeah.
have like all the year.
And then they got like
badges.
what Clash of Clans was probably another big game.
Yeah, that one kind of fell off.
I never played Clash of Clans. I was better. Castle Clash was way better.
Castle Clash is not even a game to think about, bro.
It was the competitive Clash Royale.
They
It
had
was
so
like-
many of those too.
It was like Saints Row and GTA. You
The
know?
thing,
Oh,
the thing about this,
yeah.
think about it though. Clash Royale and Clash of Clans were the starts, and then now you have all
Yeah.
these off brands
Yeah.
like your Castle Clash or whatever. It's such
Yeah.
they're
No,
all
Castle-
off brands.
No, Castle Clash is better.
The best part about it though, first time you download it, everything is like makes it so that you're like, oh, I'm so good at this because like everything
Yeah.
is super easy, free money,
Until-
like free gems and stuff.
boom.
And then yeah, you hit that roadblock. It's
Yeah.
like level 5, and you're like, damn,
Wow.
I
Now
gotta
you
wait
gotta
12 days
Yeah,
for
you
this
gotta
thing.
wait 12. That's the only thing I hated about that game.
Yeah, Clash Royale
like,
was
what-
big on like extremely
Like,
long
what is
wait
this, like,
times for
learning curve?
upgrades.
Yeah.
Just trolling along. Boom. Brick
Yeah.
wall. Wait.
I'm not gonna lie,
What?
Fortnite ruined every single game
Yeah.
Yes.
because every single game has a battle pass.
Yeah, yeah.
There is not a single game that I have downloaded that does not have a battle
Said
pass.
Rage Shadow Legends.
Dude, you
Today's
might
sponsor.
down them, bro, but they are up there.
Yeah.
I was saying because so many people get sponsored by it.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. Literally, like me and Cole were talking about this the other day. If you go look at how many like reviews they have like 400,000 reviews, 5 stars too.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, everybody's like, oh, it's so dumb, Rage Shadow Legends. I would never download it, bro. There's 400,000
Yeah.
reviews on it that are 5-star. I actually downloaded it and played it. So,
I've never played it, but it's a huge game. I know,
oh, it's massive.
I know that.
Literally, but I think when you download it, it takes like a good 10 minutes because it has to download like 200 like files or whatever.
Dang.
It should be made for a computer.
Get your phone
Yeah.
overheating trying to download that thing.
No,
Yeah, your-
100%.
Your phone's gonna be lagging for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be draining the battery just before you know it.
Dude, it 100% did. I, like that's what's crazy about the new phones is like the batteries are pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like literally my old one, especially with Raid Shadow Legends downloaded, dude, that battery, I'd be at school and that thing just be done,
Yeah.
like cooked. I'd always be like, I want to play, and then I'd be playing for like maybe an hour, and that thing would just be done for.
I say phone be cooking hot.
Oh yeah, then when it gets super duper hot, that's another thing.
I say y'all ever had that little message where your phone like overheats?
Yeah. Phone
Oh
overheating.
yeah, you leave it in the shade or whatever.
Yeah, like
yeah. Cool it down.
it's like man, I didn't even know I didn't know it was a thing. I thought just oh well, I guess that's a new thing. Something I learn every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all been watching any anime here lately?
Ooh, good question. So this one's a bit of an oldie here, and I've been putting it off for a while. It's called GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. I'm about like halfway through. It's like 43 episodes. and
Never heard of it.
Me
man,
neither.
it's really old. Like I think 90s era, maybe pushing early 2000s. But I think it was like in the 90s. But it's pretty much about like this one teacher. He used to be like this one motorcycle gang member, but transitioned over into a teacher. and like he uses all his like gang like learnings to like try and teach these kids or how to be like a better teacher. It honestly, it sounds like, what is this? But once you watch it, it is so funny.
Yeah.
That's the thing about a lot of animes is like you're like concept seems weird, and then
Yeah.
you get in, you're like, damn, this shit
This is
goated.
good.
That's the thing. I hate the part where you get done watching something that you like really enjoyed, and you're like, what am I gonna watch next?
Right.
And then it's like you finally choose something, and it's like, okay, this is just as good. I was like, thank God I found this.
The problem with me is like, I'm not gonna lie, every anime mixes for me. They all have like the exact same like concepts.
Yeah.
So like some of them like, I'm pretty sure that was this one, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, it was this one. Because
Yeah.
all the main character has like the exact same thing.
They look
Like the same build up, yeah, the same
hair
look.
color.
It's all like the exact same. So I'm always like,
Yeah.
but those are like my favorite animes. So I'm like, but I don't even remember what
Like,
that one was
yeah,
about.
They're
Yeah.
good, but they're so forgettable.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was his name again?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I try not to remember names when I'm watching animes at this point, unless I'm really like it's a bigger show. But if it's like a quick 12
Yeah, it's
episode or
tough.
24 episode,
yeah, I don't
it's like,
even. I don't
unless they're
even
easy
bother.
names, yeah.
It's tough.
I just
Nah.
started watching the Wistoria One and
Oh
Sword.
yeah, I started that too.
That thing is good,
No,
man.
yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah,
I was
Cole
like,
said I should watch it.
yeah, you need to watch it. It's
Mhm.
really
I'll put
good.
it on the list.
It's good.
Yeah,
They're
bro.
about to finish the dub in like a week or two.
I watched here recently. Me and Lucas, actually Lucas introduced me to it, and I watched it with him because it's 12 episodes. But Kaiju number 8, isn't that what it's called?
Yeah,
yeah.
Kaiju number 8.
I'm not gonna lie, it was goated.
It
Like,
was great.
it
That
started
was-
off weird because Lucas, like when he originally told me about it, he's like, it's kind of like Pacific Rim, and I was like, Pacific Rim was like kind of mid. Like it was not that good. I mean, it was good, but like, would I watch again? Definitely not. But then we watched it, and I was like, damn, this is good. Like,
Yeah, bro.
I
it's
was
good.
hooked. Like we
Yeah.
watched all of it in I think like a day and a half.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was really good. You watched it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking of the second season or something like
Yeah,
that.
I-
well, I
they-
think they are.
Yeah, they're coming out.
It's in the
I want to
works.
say in 2025, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I was a big fan of like my favorite anime because like I didn't watch very many. Like it was so slow. Like I started with what's the SRO one we talked about?
The which one?
I can't remember what it's called. Of course I can't remember it now. The one with the Sword Art Online.
Yeah,
SAO. I don't know
Oh.
what I was saying.
SAO. There you go.
Yeah. So Sword Art Online was what I started with because Lucas told me about it. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
that you should be your start one. Super good and everything.
First season is
Oh,
goated.
super fire.
First season's good.
Yeah.
It
It
gets a
kinda
little
goes
weird.
down,
It gets a
yeah.
little weird in the gun gales, and then the fairy one, and then the Alcatraz or Alcatrazation or something like that.
It's
And-
still fire.
You know, they're coming out with a new season
Really.
for it's like it's the second season for the gun gale version.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's kind of weird. That's like we were talking about it today. Is like that's kind of
Yeah.
an anime that if you start any season,
yeah,
like you could watch the season, it would make sense.
yeah, because it's like it's so many different ones. They're not like continuous.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
I mean,
completely
yeah,
different.
yeah, they're kind of
concepts.
continuous because like they go after the first season, but it's kind of weird because they just don't put them together. You know,
Yeah.
they kind of
it's like
separate them all.
no chronological.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
they're definitely like I said, like he's saying, there kind of is because like there's still a story.
yeah,
And like it does follow the seasons.
yeah.
You could
If you search it up, if
yeah.
you're somebody that doesn't know anything about it and you search up, you just like don't know where to start.
Yeah.
Like I was just saying the same thing about ReZero. I want to start ReZero, but I don't know where to start on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I started watching. I think they dropped another season or something.
yeah, I think they just did.
Yeah,
That. Phew, I never like saw much of like gore in anime until I watched that.
really.
I was like, wow, because the main, not really a bit of a. I can't really spoil it, but once you see it,
It's good.
Goblin
yeah.
Slayer was pretty gory.
I just started watching that.
Goblin Slayer was pretty
I'm on
gory.
the sixth
man.
episode, and man,
I'm
that
trying to
thing
think-
is crazy.
There was a couple.
First episode.
There was a couple
that
other.
first episode is wild for
yeah.
real.
There's a couple other that are really gory, but
man.
like I really don't watch like any of like the crazy gory like horror ones.
Mhm.
I just don't find interest in the horror ones.
Yeah, but that one is crazy.
Yeah.
Goblin Slayer is.
The adventure kind of
Man.
version.
Yeah.
I like the time I got reincarnated as a slime. That's probably one of my favorite ones right now.
Yeah, Lucas and Cole both told me about it. And
Yeah.
I, like Lucas first told me about it. I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. It's so boring. Like a slime, come on now.
Yeah.
And then the main character was like kind of like more female-ish, and I was like, I really, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And then I finally was like, all right, I'll watch it. I watched the first episode and like stopped, and I was like, I'm not watching this.
yeah.
And then literally I like came back to it, bro.
Yeah.
That one's gas. That's like my
Yeah.
top 3.
it's slow start.
It's-
It's,
yeah,
like a
slow
slow start to the first,
but
but
the
like
adventure of it is
the
just
world
so
building of
dope.
it. Once he starts world building, it's really good.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking about. Like my favorite anime was Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I thought that was gas. Like that was my favorite.
Mhm.
And then I watched Solo Leveling.
Yeah, Solo Leveling.
Oh my god,
Yes.
Solo Leveling is just
It's gonna get
top
better.
notch.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're about to come out with the next season. And it's about to be
Exactly.
Go. Yeah,
goated.
that was so fire. I was like, this is something, because like I think it's like what the start of every season they drop something. Most of them are like, oh, this should have just stayed in the manga,
Yeah.
Facts.
because like,
They said that with the Promised Neverland. I never watched it, but I
Me
heard like the
neither.
first season was
Lucas
really
has
good,
seen that.
and then the second season was dog crap. I heard.
oh, what's this? That reminds me of this one anime I can't remember, but pretty much I think it was like something similar to that. I can't remember what it was called, but pretty much the heroine had like pink hair. They were like, I can't think of the name, but it was something along those lines where they had like all these kids, or like they had them grow up in like a closed off area or something like that. But if I can think of it, I'll let you know. But
Yeah.
I can't remember what the anime is called. If I can, man, it had
Of
like,
course, it slips when you need it.
Yeah.
right. I know it had like a weird ending, and which is why I was like, why did y'all do that? Because it was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the ending is like,
Wild.
what?
Yeah.
How did we get? How did we get here? Did I skip a couple episodes?
Those are the ones you got to think about. The ones that
Right.
just go crazy. You just like I did. I was watching.
What
some-
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching one recently that happened to him. I was like, I gotta go back to see if I actually did. Make sure I didn't skip anything.
Yeah.
Right.
There's one that I think that's like honestly, Demon Slayer when it first came out, fire.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. It feels so
Yeah.
mid to me now.
Yeah.
Like with the not the newest season that they're coming out with, but the one right before this, it was literally like one guy that they fought, and it
Oh,
took
yeah,
12 episodes, and I'm like, bruh, you didn't even get any story into it.
yeah.
Like the Mutant Train, at least it
Yeah,
was
we-
like one movie, and it was like one bad guy, but at least it made like
it made
a sense, like
Yeah.
for
made
one
sense.
movie.
Yeah.
This season, I was like,
It's
we're
just
still doing this guy.
like, where's the progression?
Yeah,
it's
like it just felt like useless. It's kind of felt like a big filler.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a part of the story, and I'm hoping it gets better, but it just felt like the biggest filler. And the
So it's-
one that I think a lot of people sleep on is Magic and Muscle.
oh,
yeah, Magic Muscle is good. I like it.
That was-
Comedy wise, it's freaking funny.
Yeah, it's
That was
good
up
as a
there.
comedy, but it's also good as action.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Lucas always be talking about Konosuba, but
Konosuba.
That's so funny. It's that anime is so funny.
Yeah.
it's a funny anime. But honestly, I'm not a big fan of funny animes. I'm more into
The action
like,
pack.
yeah, not action packed, but like action mixed with some adventure.
Yeah, that's why
Mm.
the free run,
Yeah,
Oh,
free
yeah.
run,
Yeah.
free run was good. You watched it?
Yeah, what that was so good.
It was like weird because it was like real subtle, but once action started happening, it was
rolled.
so good. Like the action scenes were fire.
It started-
have you what would you say is your worst one that you've watched?
What worst anime I've watched?
Yeah, because Lucas is always like, I have to see it through.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just like, if it's trash, I'm
Yeah,
not finishing.
Yeah, there's
it.
I always finish everything I'm watching. I'd say the worst.
That's like
I'm not really a picky, so I don't think there's really like a lot of bad ones. But
that's like watching Dunkirk all the way through.
Dunkirk.
You never heard of Dunkirk? I
No.
know this is a little segment real quick, but Dunkirk is basically a military movie that has no audio.
Oh, really?
So literally, it looks really good. Like you watch the trailer, it looks so good.
Yeah.
And my parents and me were like, "All right, we're gonna watch this movie. It looks good, right?" We
Yeah.
watched the trailer, it looked fire. Dude, movie starts, no sound. We're like, I wonder if our stuff's broken, right? And then
Yeah.
we're like, that's kind of confusing. So like we wait a little bit longer, still no sound. And they're like on the beach in Normandy at this point, like getting out of the like shooting. They're shooting at the
Yeah, you're just
ships,
watching the
and
whole
they're
thing.
jumping out. And I'm like, there's still no audio. We're like, I bet this has like no audio. Mom's like, oh no, maybe it's just like this part. So we're like, we'll watch a little bit more. But we got 30 minutes into this movie and there's still no sound.
Yeah.
So we quit. I'm not watching that. It was 2.5 hours, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting that.
Like I said, I'm not a picky watcher. The first anime that comes to my mind though that like kind of it dragged me a little bit through
Yeah.
was the Demon Academy one.
Oh, yeah.
Anos, whatever.
Oh yeah.
The first season was good, but then the second season kind of dragged me through, and I really was like dreading just watching it.
It's like,
But I still finished it, and then the
Right.
third season I finished too. So the third season wasn't as bad as the second, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just that time watching it. I just kind of dragged myself through, but
I think like the issue with like stuff like that is they'll have like this really, really overpowered character, and like you'll just breeze through all of his opponents, and then like here comes the second season. Like
yeah,
what's going to be different? I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah,
like we've already seen that he just blows through. It's almost like One Punch Man kind of.
That is I hate that one. I hate One Punch Man.
Man is goated though.
Nah, hate it. I watched
It's
the first
comedy relief,
episode
actually.
and I couldn't watch it.
It's pretty like comedic relief.
It's
kind of
so boring.
thing. It's not boring
Yes, it is.
because it's him
Bro
getting beaten until he decides to punch somebody.
Bro, he literally does nothing. That is literally the whole like point.
One punch.
He's the strongest man, but he does nothing. It's
Like-
so boring.
I'm trying to figure out how did he achieve this, because his little workout routine is no. I can't just accept that and be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. No,
He broke the
But
human barrier.
It's even that, bro. Like literally, like the humor is terrible. In my opinion, I don't like the humor. It's so boring. I don't laugh. Like at least Konosuba, I don't love Konosuba, but at least it was funny. I watched One Punch Man. I'm like, bro, what is bro yapping about?
It's not comedy. It's comedic like relief.
Comedic relief?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
still don't like it.
It's
It
like
was so
he just
bad.
comes in at the end and just one punch.
one punch.
Yeah, but
I
he,
love
he
that.
doesn't.
the
He
music
never
too.
does it.
The music be like one punch.
Nah.
And it's like he doesn't take any credit for the
Yeah.
stuff that he does.
Yeah,
So it's like, who did this?
Yeah.
Oh, must have been someone else.
yeah. He always downplays himself too.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching Blue Exorcist though. Intro. Oh my god, that music is so good.
Mhm.
There's a couple of it's absolutely
There's
really good
intros that
intros.
are like, oh my god, that's
This is
good. Like even
fire.
what's it called? Kaiju number 8
Oh, yeah,
literally
they
was
had
made by Coldplay.
really.
Yeah, Lucas told me that,
Oh.
and it's pretty fire.
yeah.
It's actually no. The outro was made by Coldplay.
Yeah.
okay.
The intro is fire too, but that one wasn't made by Coldplay. I said that wrong.
Sometimes these animes be like, they be putting me on. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, some of them be hitting a little
Yeah,
different.
I'm not
They
gonna lie.
got you souped up. They got you feeling a little saucy.
Oh,
Sometimes I never want to
yeah.
listen to the intro, but then there's some of them I'm like, oh, I kind of want to listen
Yeah.
to this.
Bleach,
You know?
the
Oh,
first
Bleach was
season,
pretty
that
hard.
intro,
Yeah.
that was a fire intro.
I never got to watch Bleach, but I've heard about it and I'm thinking about watching it.
It's a bit longer.
yeah.
It's like the first season's like 200 and something episodes, I think.
Holy cow!
I want to
It's a
say,
bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to 20 episodes.
but they just came out with the 1,000-Year Blood War, and they're about to come out with
That's
the next
another
season
one.
for that. And those is where it gets great. Like it
Oh
gets
my
pinned. Like,
God,
have you watched
bro.
those? I want
I
to.
can't wait for the 1,000-year the next season to come out, because that
Yeah, they said it's about to come out, and I wanted to start watching that, but I got like halfway through Bleach, or I'm after the Soul Society arc, right before he loses his powers to the one
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Y'all yapping
So,
right now. I
yeah.
don't even understand what's going on.
Yeah, so I
yeah,
gotta
you
start
you
watching.
gotta watch it. It is.
Yeah, it's
a bit
good.
of a slow progression,
Yeah,
but like,
It has older artwork because it's an older anime,
yeah.
gotcha.
but it's not like 90s. What was the race car one?
I've heard that one's fire.
It is
Race
gas.
I've never watched it, but I've heard a lot of people say
Uh,
it's really good for an old anime.
I
I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't remember what it's called.
Racer X or no?
Alex watched it and he told me about it too. He said it was really good. That's the same thing with people that watch like sport animes. I've heard sport animes are fire,
They are.
but I've never watched any because I'm
People
used to
don't give them a
action.
chance, but man, they're sport. Like what was it? Blue Lock.
Blue
Did you
Lock.
watch Blue Lock?
I saw like half the first season, and then I saw like the second season trailer, and people were just like,
I think they're coming out with a movie for it.
I've heard
Really?
what's the other one? The volleyball haiku.
"Oh
Is that what it's
Haikyuu.
called?
I haven't
Haikyuu?
watched that yet."
I keep wanting to watch it, but I can never find it dubbed anywhere.
It's not on
subbed.
Crunchyroll.
It's
Is
on.
it?
It is on Crunchyroll, but they
No.
only have like one season.
It's only subbed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
You
we
have to
saw it.
read it.
and
I'm
on
not
Netflix,
reading.
I think Netflix has like all the seasons, but they're subbed also.
Yeah, you have to get it on 9 Anime.
Oh,
That's what
speaking
Lucas
of them,
told me.
they got shut down.
9 Anime?
Yeah.
Really?
I went to go
Since
on.
when?
It was like about a month ago. I was going on there, and usually I screen share on my
Your
TV,
yeah.
because my PS5 for some reason the PS5 doesn't have the browser like the PS4 does, so I had to screen share it on my TV.
Mm.
I was going on there and I was like, man, I want to watch this. We regret to inform you. I'm like, no.
Dang, that sucks.
I was like, no, my site.
I always miss screen sharing it, and then the million ads that pop up, and on the Xbox you can't really get out of them because the Xbox has the Safari browser. So I always did it,
Oh,
and dude, I get like 50, MILF near you,
Yeah.
and it's like whoa, and it's like 50 billion ads that pop up, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
like click through them, but it won't let me click through them fast enough as they're coming. So I was like, I'm just not
Said
watching
boom,
it.
boom, boom.
Dude,
Well,
it
see.
literally would come like consistent one after the other, after the other,
Yeah.
after the other. I'm like,
yeah.
I can't even X out fast enough
Yeah.
to watch the anime.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my god.
At least
Yeah.
you got Safari browser, PlayStation.
Yeah, see, but on my phone, like I got an ad blocker, so like
Oh,
I don't
okay.
get none other than maybe one or two.
yeah.
But like on the Xbox, that thing is like loaded with them.
Yeah.
Bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam.
yeah, my Xbox. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason that my Xbox is done.
Yeah.
That boy is cooked.
You caught a
Every time I
virus.
turn it on, it has to restart to turn on.
Mm.
And then it used to be, I was kind of scared, low key. It would just turn on. Like my Xbox would just turn on at random times.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a little bit scary because it's over there in the corner, and I'm
Oh,
like,
wasn't it
hey,
like-
yo.
wasn't it like where if you like hit something, it would turn
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So it would just be turning on at random times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell just turned that on? I was scared. Bro. It was weird because it would also turn on my computer because it was hooked
Oh.
up to my computer. So it would turn on the Xbox, and then my computer screen would turn on with the Xbox logo, and I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
that-
yo.
that's trippy.
Yeah, exactly. And it used to do it randomly. So I unplugged it. I'm like, I'm
Mm.
definitely done with that. Ain't no way that's coming back.
But
Yeah.
I found the name of that one anime that I forgot. It was called Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, Darling in the Franxx. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched it, but I know about it. That's with the pink girl, right?
Yeah.
She's like a robot or something,
I think so.
robotic or something, or she might be an actual human, but like she goes in like the robo suit with the guy.
It's like
Okay.
the neon. What's that one old anime? Neon or Evangel.
Oh, Eve, Evangel. Is it
stuttering.
Evangel?
Evangelion.
Or yeah, something like that. I know what you're talking about. A lot of people like that. It's a really good anime I hear, but I never watched it.
I try to get it. It is a lot to take in. Like,
Yeah.
it's real easy to like lose. Like what is happening? It focuses a lot on the human psyche.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I thought I was watching like robots fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That old racing one I was telling you about was it was Initial D.
Yeah. That's
Initial
what it
D.
is.
That's what it is.
Yep.
That thing. It came out in like the '98, and it was really good. It's
I've
like
heard it's
old.
really good.
It's old artwork, but man, it's really good.
Yeah. The
There was
other one, I'm not gonna lie, Netflix is actually like putting out some bangers on there
Yeah.
for anime. I mean, think of Blue Eyed Samurai.
Yeah.
That one is so
I don't think
gassed.
that's anime. It's like animation.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's more animation.
That one was an animation anime because they classify it as anime,
Oh,
but
like the
it was more
Avatar.
like it's
Yeah.
kind of like Avatar.
Yeah.
That's a good like transit, but it was a
Yeah.
little bit more new, so it was like
Yeah.
more realistic. But that one was, I'm not gonna lie, it was really good, like the concept and stuff, and it's like it's set up for a cliffhanger, so
Yeah.
there's definitely more. And then the other one is it wasn't from Netflix, like they didn't make it, but they got some good ones on there, like Hell's Paradise.
Oh yeah,
I was
that
telling Cole,
fire.
The Hell's Paradise
Yeah.
is so good,
So
and Cole
good.
hasn't watched it. So
Yeah,
man,
I've
you
seen.
gotta watch
I was
it.
scrolling through Netflix and I seen it like yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I might watch it." But I didn't.
It's really
It's
good,
good.
but I just hate animes that, of course, leave a cliffhanger. So it's like,
It's like,
but
will
I'm
we
not
get
gonna
a
lie,
second
it's
season?
really good too.
Yeah, there was a skateboarding anime that I seen like a couple months ago that was really good. Like it was like animation wise, really good.
skateboarding or it was like roller skates? Because I'm thinking of something-
Skateboard,
Oh, skateboard.
because they had like this underground and they were like trying to skate and these kids moved,
Mm.
and it was like really good. I'm not gonna lie, like animation wise, it was like really good and it was pretty funny. And then there's a rap one but it's
Your Eminem
but it's-
POV.
yeah, but it's sub, so I haven't watched it yet. But I'm thinking I might just go ahead and watch it.
Was it that-
I can't read an anime. I'm not gonna lie.
Got to
you are-
activate that Mangekyo Sharingan.
Oh, what?
Yeah. You never
There's
watched Naruto,
no
did
way
you?
I'm no, I didn't.
Oh, you.
You didn't watch Naruto?
Nah.
That was a
Wow.
great reference.
the
You
first
got
thing I was introduced to was Avatar. So
it. It's not even anime, my boy.
I understand that. I said
You
the
tell me you
first
didn't.
thing I was
you didn't even watch it.
introduced
You
to.
didn't like watch like Dragon Ball or
Nope,
Naruto or
Wow,
Bleach
you-
on like
Nope.
you
Adult
missing out
Swim
on
or
the
something or
big
on.
3.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
any of them.
Those are like the ones that always came on like kids shows too.
Right.
You could never.
Avatar,
There's no way you ever missed Dragon Ball.
Nickelodeon.
Dragon Ball was on all those, I think.
Adult Swim. Yeah, he said Adult Swim, but
Yeah,
man.
Adult Swim. Adult Swim was like late night. That was when you had the good stuff.
nah,
Mhm.
I
gotta
didn't get to
stay-
watch
you
any
gotta-
of it.
You had to stay up until like 12 o'clock to watch it. But
Right.
yeah, but it was like when nobody was
I
on.
was
They
in bed
put
at
them on.
9, bro.
Yeah.
My family had that on lock.
Oh,
Nah,
wow.
man, we were watching that Adult Swim.
Never.
Oh, you missed out.
Yeah,
Sorry, boys. I never got the opportunity.
no childhood,
Yeah, I did. I had a childhood.
Mm.
not a good one.
Nah, but apparently
Yeah.
not. We listened to Big Three in anime, and you were like, oh,
Yeah, who would?
I never knew
Can
about
you
anime.
imagine if you would have watched Bleach or Dragon Ball or Naruto back then? Who would you be
Dude,
now?
I literally got
Better
introduced
person.
to anime this past year.
Yeah.
Like I never was really into it.
To be fair, I got introduced in like high school.
That's what I'm saying. I never was
Yeah.
introduced.
I was like, I
Hmm.
watched Dragon Ball and Naruto growing up a little, like not really Naruto. I watched Dragon Ball growing up, but Naruto like maybe one episode.
Mm.
And then in high school, somebody was like, "You got to watch Naruto," and I was like, "I'm not watching that stupid stuff." And then finally,
Yeah.
they peer pressured me into it, and I watched it, and I was like, "This is probably one of
This
the best anime shows I've ever seen in
Right.
my life." And
Yeah.
then that's when I started watching anime.
Nah, my girl Brooke, Weeb.
What?
She be reading.
Oh,
Oh,
I
she
think you
gets the
said something
manga.
else.
Nah, Weeb.
Weeb.
Oh, weeb.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, she
That's
used
the
to
ones
be a,
that they read.
Yeah,
like,
Weeb
they
too.
read so much.
Yeah.
she used to be a
Webtoons
woman.
is the biggest
Webtoons,
one.
yeah, Webtoons and Toon something or something like
I
that.
don't know, bro. I don't be reading.
Yeah, she
I'm
was-
not
I read
a
a
reader.
I read a little bit. I wrote like a little bit of manga.
They
as
literally
well.
just be like watching
time
TV, and I look over and this girl's reading, and I'm like, "What are you
Yeah,
doing right
yeah,
now?" And she's
yeah.
reading over here about an anime.
It's because man, they don't all get made into animes.
I guess, but bro, I cannot be reading. The only one I thought about reading was Jujutsu Kaisen, and I looked at it and I was like, "Nah."
Jujutsu Kaisen's about to end too. So.
Well, yeah, but Jujutsu Kaisen has all the mangas.
Yeah,
Like it's already pretty much done.
it is. I think they just came out with the last episode, or they're about to.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm good. I'm not trying to read. I just never have been a reader. I don't be doing
Me
that.
neither until
Yeah.
I just get something I'm interested in. I guess.
I would have to have someone like recruit me into doing it, like, because me going back as far back as like elementary. Remember we had to take like those AR
Oh yeah, AR
reading
tests.
tests. I hated doing that because I didn't like to read. I'm like, why do I have to do this?
Yep.
It's so pointless. I could read pretty good. But like here, once you finish reading, take this test, and you can once you upgrade or move on, you can read this colored dot
Yep,
book.
yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, see, we had it. Our teacher made us have like a weekly requirement for like AR points. Like we had
Ooh.
to had like 5 AR points a week, and we could go to like a bookstore.
Mm.
Like like we could go to the bookstore and we had AR points that we could use for the store or whatever. And me and one of my buddies, we would just go onto the AR like testing website and just look up the most common books, like cats, dogs, colors, and we just take the tests, never reading the books,
Yeah.
and get like 0.5 point for each book. But it'd be like, what color are blah 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 dog? Like literally the easiest questions, and then we just we get them all right because it's like easy. And then we'd have our point requirement, but our teacher would look back at the tests and see like cats, dog, like things that like of course we did not read.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, one of the staple books in my reading career, because I hated books so much, I would always do audiobooks and listen to the book. I Survived. Solid books, always.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't read any
They had
books.
like 1 billion of them too.
Oh, so there was a whole series of
I survived a shark attack. I survived World War II.
Survived.
They had everything, bro. I
Yeah.
survived drowning.
Y'all remember those books that had like the president's heads like really big on it?
yeah, I remember those two. Magic Treehouse.
Magic Tree House.
That one was always good too.
I have no idea what any of y'all are talking about.
It says this guy. Did you read in like elementary or whatever? I must have said
No.
high school. But I was like, I definitely didn't read that.
I definitely never read in high school. Middle school, probably not. I think the only book I ever read because we had to read it in class was the Mocking.
Oh, the Mockingbird.
boy. The one that everybody read.
What?
To Killing
To
Mockingbird.
Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, To Kill a Mockingbird.
That one is terrible.
Because in middle school we had to read Hunger Games, but I never really read
That's the
any of
thing.
those.
Like in elementary school, books you read, they were like really good. Then you got into high school and they make you read like the dumbest book, Fahrenheit, whatever, 451 or whatever.
Y'all read some different stuff than
I
we
never
did.
read it, but it's like these books that are supposed to be like,
Shakespeare.
Don't-
yeah, award-winning national nominee, and you read it. It's
This thing
so
sucks.
boring.
The only other book I can remember in high school, the only book at all I can remember in high school was the one where the guy was he left his family and he went like traveling around
yeah.
and he died in like Alaska. So he was traveling I think in Alaska and he got like there was like a bus, it was like a rest area and he just kind of like hanged out there until because the
He just
snow
died.
and yeah, he died from like starvation or something. And it's a movie now. It's like award winning. It was like
That's the thing, bro.
I
I'm
forget
sorry
what
I
it's
cut you
called.
off. They
What it's
literally be
called.
like the dumbest movies I've ever heard of, and I'm like, I'm not watching that. And it's like 5 Emmy award winning.
yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Who's
who
voted for
watched
this?
that?
Yeah.
Dunkirk, 12 Emmy awards. I'm like, who voted that as an Emmy? You can't even hear anything. Like, what's the point of making the movie? Let's just read it.
Like, did we watch the same film?
I just don't know. They be the dumbest movies, and it's like they win all these awards, and I'm like, bruh, come on.
So, bruh.
I said, speaking of movies, y'all saw they dropped the Minecraft movie.
Oh my
Did it
god!
come out?
Jack Black and Jason Momoa. No, it's next year, 2025.
Oh.
The trailer.
I was just listening to
The
a
trailer got
podcast with Jack Black, and he was talking about that movie.
It just got dropped. Supposedly Jack Black like played Minecraft for like 6 months. To,
Yeah,
like,
he,
get in
like,
character.
yeah,
or
he said
whatever.
because his kids play it, and he wanted to learn about it, so he started playing it with them.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, Jack Black is one of the coolest people I feel
Jack
like
Black's-
out there. I
he's
feel like if
super cool, yeah.
if you ever get the chance to meet him, if I ever got a chance to meet him, I'd go crazy.
boy
I'd be like,
spaz out.
yeah.
We'll get him on a podcast in the future.
I wish Jack Black seems like the type of guy that like anybody can call him up and he'd be like, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
He just seems like the coolest down to earth guy.
They did do a cool casting. I don't know about the kids that play in it, but Jason Momoa and Jack Black, that's a pretty good combo.
Yeah,
The same thing as like The Rock and Kevin Hart.
yeah,
Like
That's
that's a
true.
fire duo. Like it always hits.
iconic duos.
Yeah, of course.
Jumanji.
Yep.
What else was there?
Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence.
That
That
one
was
was so
funny.
good.
That was so funny.
What was the other one? There was another
With
one.
them,
Yeah.
Jumanji 2.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure those are the only movies they double starred in.
I think so. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
That's what I think. That's all I can know of off the top. But Central Intelligence was like the key moment of them.
Yeah,
That came
Mhm.
before Jumanji, I think.
Oh yeah.
did it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure. There's like 5 Jumanjis.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They did some crazy casting for that too.
Yeah, Jumanji's a pretty good movie though.
What's his name?
Mhm.
Maroon 5. Isn't that who he was?
And
Jumanji?
Yeah.
Really? They had Maroon 5?
Yeah, with just the one guy. What's his
Oh
name?
no, it's the three brothers.
Yeah, Jonas. Nick Jonas.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Jonas
the
Brothers.
Jonas
Yeah, not
Brothers.
Maroon 5.
That's not him.
No, Maroon 5 is Adam Levine.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
Don't come
Then
out
it's
for us.
also, you know what's crazy? Like this is because I thought about it, but you see like superheroes. So like because of Jumanji, they had what's his name in it. Actually no, it wasn't Jumanji. Sorry, lost that. It was like the Lost Temple or something like that, and it had the guy that played Peter Parker or Spider-Man.
Nathan Drake.
No, Peter Parker was Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom
No.
Holland. I'm thinking about Tom Holland, but it's called like Lost
Oh yeah,
or something like that.
you're
Lost
thinking-
Temple.
No, I think you're thinking of the game, right?
Yeah, Nathan Drake. Something.
There was a game. There
No,
was
no, no, no,
Uncharted.
no.
Uncharted was the one.
That's it. My bad. Yeah, you guys are right.
It's a video game.
Yeah,
It's a PlayStation
So
game.
like that movie Uncharted, seeing him, Tom Holland,
Yeah.
play that character is like, hey bro, that's Spider-Man. Why is he falling out the plane?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
attached to the plane, bro.
Yeah.
They just be doing that with so much stuff, like where you're like, hey, that's Iron Man.
yeah.
Tony Stark, what are you doing?
What was
can't
it? Yeah,
fool
Tony
me.
Stark though. He'd be not Robert Downey Jr.
Robert
He'd
Downey
be
Jr.
doing a lot of Marvel stuff. You see, he just got named.
Oh,
Dr.
who's that
Doom?
new guy?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's
That-
kind of weird.
You think so?
Yeah, he's
Why?
Iron Man.
Like that's
Doctor
But
Doom.
the thing is, how they're gonna do it is they're never gonna show his face. It's just his
Oh.
voice.
But you can't just get somebody else.
doesn't Doctor Doom start off? He originally shows his face though.
I'm pretty
So
sure
Dr. Doom,
what
I
I've heard
remember
is that
from The
they're not going to
Incredibles.
show Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
They're just going to use his voice.
I'm pretty sure he started off as human and then he gets like trapped on a planet or something. Like he gets thrown. In Fantastic Four, they show it because he's a
Mhm.
Fantastic Four
Well, he's
character.
supposed to be the most powerful being of all. Like he killed everybody.
He's not the most powerful, but he's like I want to say like top 5
I'm
or
pretty
something.
sure he's the most powerful.
No, top 5.
He's probably really smart.
He is really smart.
Yeah. Well, that's his thing. I think he was like extremely intellectual or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that's why he killed everyone. Like he has like all the Fantastic Four people he killed and all that.
I used to grow up watching that.
Fantastic Four.
Yep.
He said, "Yeah."
It was pretty good.
Flame on.
Silver Surfer was. I like that
He
one.
was dope.
Silver
Yeah.
Surfer was fire.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's some crazy ones out there.
Yeah.
Like especially like I said with the superheroes. That's like seeing them in other movies is just weird.
It's funny.
It's like,
Not
hey.
funny. It's
Especially
just
when they're, like,
once you get casted for
Different
it,
personas.
it's so hard to not be that person
Yeah.
anymore. Like Thor, he's in so many military movies,
yeah.
which he is great in. Like, don't get me wrong, like they are like Extraction. Extraction
yeah.
was so good, and of course, bro, that's Thor. Like, hey, bro, pull out a
Yeah.
hammer. Like,
Yeah.
Mjolnir?
yeah. So like, I mean, both movies are really good, but once you play that, it's like so hard to see the difference. But the only good thing about like specifically him, Thor, is because playing Thor, he had really long hair. In all these like military movies, he's like buzz cut.
Short.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it kind of like changes it a little.
Everybody else, they pretty much look the same.
Yeah, there was another movie that came out that was with his brother.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't remember what's Thor's real name. I don't know his real name.
oh,
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, there you go.
Or is Chris Hemsworth
It's
his
Chris
brother?
Hemsworth.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Liam. I think Liam
yeah,
Hemsworth.
Liam
is his
Hemsworth
brother.
is his brother, and he
Yeah.
played in another military movie on Netflix. Dude, I could have sworn it was Chris. I was like, hey, look, Chris Hemsworth in the movie. And Mom was like, no, that's his brother. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
got it. Did not know that.
Isn't his brother the one that plays Flamon?
Flame-On. The
Human Torch?
Fantastic Four?
Yeah, the Human Torch.
I had no clue about that either.
Am I wrong?
They look.
I mean, they might be. I wouldn't know. I never watched
Isn't
it
it-
like that.
I think. Man, I'm thinking. I think. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot here. But
You're good, bro.
I think I know what you're talking about. The Human Torch, because he was in the new Deadpool.
Yeah, he's in the new Deadpool.
Both y'all watched that?
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch it yet.
it's good.
I want to
It's
watch
funny.
it.
It is so funny.
I keep seeing clips, bro, and it's spoiling stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's
damn.
funny.
Man, that little dog, man.
Don't
Yeah.
be saying nothing. I still haven't watched it.
You're,
wanna see it.
You're pretty far behind now.
Yeah,
It's
you
been
are
out for like a couple months.
Yeah, but I'm trying to wait till it comes out for free.
this guy.
They got the new Transformers. Have you seen that one?
The animated one?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer.
Transformers 1.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like
So dumb.
it was supposed to be like the background of like Megatron and
I
Optimus
get that,
Prime.
but bro, we are not on Transformers 1. Like literally,
Well, one like this originally where they started was number 1.
I guess, but they
feel
the
like-
first Transformers is Transformers.
Yeah.
Like that's the first
Michael
one.
Bay.
Yeah, and then now we're at Transformers 1. Bro, we are
I ju-
past that.
I just watched the new not the new one, but the most concurrent one, the Beast one,
Oh, the
Rise of the Beast, I think it was.
Mhm.
I just watched that like a couple weeks ago. That was pretty good.
Transformers are actually like throughout the whole
Great
thing,
soundtracks.
yeah, they're pretty good. Like in general, like they actually have some good ones out
Yeah,
there.
I love their soundtracks. Their soundtracks be hitting.
They do have
Man,
really good soundtracks.
Michael
for
Bay
them.
was cooking.
Optimus
up.
Prime at the end. Oh, this,
Autobots.
all Autobots, hear me now.
roll out.
Autobots roll out.
And that was so fire, bro. I was like, look at this. I was a kid. The first time I saw Transformers, it's like, man. Speaking of that,
I was like, I can't wait to get like a real Bumblebee in real life.
bro, I was like, y'all, if you know the one scene, I'm gonna ask this question: who's y'all like childhood crush?
Come on now, Megan Fox, the one scene with the car.
you son of a.
That's where every boy knew they were a
I don't
boy
know.
for
Megan
real.
Fox was
I
out there for sure.
I turned into a man.
Well, I
that
know, but
day.
that's like everybody. Well, I guess not yours, but that's most men's like
Yeah.
momentous. Like, damn, that's a woman.
Yeah, she was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she just went downhill.
Yeah.
Not gonna
No,
lie.
I don't know. Like visually,
went really
she's
far
still-
up and then
she's still-
dropped.
She's still really beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I feel
She
like
does
dropped
like there's
hard.
some weird things she does.
She dated
but she's
MGK.
still-
Come on now, it
She's
just
what?
drops immediately, bro.
You said what?
She dated MGK.
They're all celebrities, man. They're all gonna
Nah, I'm
bounce
not
to
gonna
each
lie,
other
Machine Gun
eventually.
Kelly and Megan Fox. Come on now. That's
Hey, they still
crazy.
riding strong though.
That's like Pete Davidson and
Oh,
every
yeah,
single woman he
every-
dates.
yeah, I'm trying to get that Riz.
Kim K,
Kardashians.
Ariana Grande.
It's like, dang, this man has been with everybody.
Hey,
Yeah.
He's packing, I've
he got
heard.
the Riz, man. He got the Riz.
the Riz, that boy's got the. You know what else? the Sliz.
he got the full package.
yeah. So I got some conspiracy theories for y'all. If y'all want to take a hint at if you think they're real or not.
Okay.
The first one, I got to go with the most like conspiracy theory out there, the biggest one that's ever been talked about, the original moon landing.
I'm gonna go with this.
Just
one.
the straight basic what everybody thinks true or false, man. Do you think the moon landing actually concurred? There's a lot of evidence that says that it didn't. Like some people point out like the shadows and like the wind on
yeah.
the flag.
I think it actually happened.
You think it actually happened?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of videos where, especially with the astronauts, the people who were there, they like debunk all the weird like
anomalies.
yeah, like how could you get this rocket all over here with only this much fuel? And pretty much the guy was like, the whole thing isn't meant to get you there; it's just meant to get you out the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah.
From there on out, you're pretty much coasting because you and no atmosphere. You pretty much maintain or vacuum. You maintain your same like velocity
Yeah.
with like little to no decrease.
You just need to change like the direction a
The
little.
Well,
bit.
it's meant for the gravitational force to pull you in.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
kind of what
slow
does all
it
the
down.
work.
shot out.
Yeah. The thing is like so many people. I don't. So this is what confuses me because there's so many people that think it's like false.
I think
but,
it's
like,
false.
But like, do you think every single moon landing is false?
No.
Nah.
So you just
So-
think the first one is?
So what I've heard and what I believe, of course, I don't really know and I don't really care enough. But like, I'll stick to the one. I'm like, nah, not really, because what I've heard makes sense. If that comes across.
Yeah,
So like what I've heard is the whole point was it was between Russia, China,
Yeah,
and America.
it was a space race.
Yeah,
Space
to
race.
whoever could get there
Yeah.
first to claim it as, we've done it and we have the technology to do that. And because of America's technology being so advanced, they wanted to show that, we're a superpower, be like the top dog of technology.
Yeah,
Of course, China was way ahead, is what I've heard, is that they were like a lot farther ahead in the process of like creating a rocket to get to
Yeah.
the moon. So America faked the moon landing with, camera and stuff like that, just so that everybody else would be like, damn, we lost.
I'm not gonna lie though.
And then they did it,
Yeah.
and now, of course, it happens.
I'm not gonna lie. That's some good green screening back in like what was it, the 70s or 80s?
Yeah, 60,
I mean,
69.
it's really not
60,
that
yeah, somewhere
difficult
around
to
there.
green screen, bro.
I mean, if you
think about the
seen-
Back in
cameras,
the
bro, it
day,
was
if you
black and
seen-
white. Come on.
If you seen what they had back then, trying to replicate that, I don't know. Same
Yeah.
thing where they try to bring up why are there no stars in the film. Well, let me tell you this: when you
Well-
have the sun, the sun's extremely bright on Earth, and we have a full blown atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right.
When you're on the moon, there is no atmosphere, so all the sun rays, when they hit, it's pretty much like having a flashlight shining over you at all times. So any other stars that were out there are being outshined by the sun.
Could
So,
be.
Well,
but-
they said there was stars, but there wasn't just as much stars as they thought there should be. That was
you
like
ha-
their big thing.
you had to like change the camera lenses if you wanted
Yeah.
to get the stars. You have to do a whole bunch of stuff with the exposure and all that.
I don't know. I also heard that what's his name? Of course, camera. Elon Musk sent a Tesla out to space.
Oh yeah, he did.
I didn't
it.
hear about that.
yeah,
It's like one of
there's
his
a Tesla in space.
Model S plat. It has like a little
Yeah, the
fake
Platinum or
astronaut in
whatever.
it. And it's
Can,
like
can you imagine like an alien comes across that? It's like what the?
what
He's like,
is
hey,
this?
yo, who put that up here?
Yeah, he's like
Hmm.
are you stopped at the red light? 'Cause you see the
The stop
asteroid belt?
sign?
The asteroid belt is the stoplight.
Something.
Yeah, it's a dead end.
I
Yeah.
think I want a Tesla.
Okay, the next one I got is so a lot of people believe Amelia Earhart actually got.
I've heard about
So
this.
some people think that she landed in the ocean
Mm.
and just like disappeared, but some people think she actually made it to an island.
Oh,
That was
the tribe or whatever.
It was infested with actually crabs,
Oh, yeah,
huge
yeah, yeah.
crabs,
and she got
and
killed.
they
by
thought
the
they
crabs.
snow crabs. I think it was the snow
Coconut.
crabs, coconut crabs, something like that.
Big,
Huge,
look like the
but
size of
they were ginormous crabs, and people think that she got eaten by the crabs. What do you think?
Has there ever been? I don't remember, but has there ever been any like found wreckage or
I don't think they
anything
did.
I think
I think they might have recently.
I think
found
they
it
did
in the
find
ocean.
there was like
like?
I wanna
picture
say
or
there was-
something?
her aircraft, and if I'm not mistaken, some of her belongings on like a
Oh,
small
yeah.
island.
but it probably washed up.
I think what ended up,
Possibility, but I mean, I think if the plane would have, I don't think the plane would have
Where
washed
did she
up.
fly over? Wasn't it the Bermudas?
in like the area,
I can't
the
remember.
Bermuda Triangle.
That's
Wasn't
what I
it the-
thought.
Was it the Bermuda Triangle?
I thought she was because that was the whole conspiracy of why the Bermuda Triangle, like
It's
all
like
the
a-
planes go
yeah,
down
It's like
or
a
whatever.
legend where
All the boats,
planes,
and stuff.
boats,
Yeah.
anything.
all get
Yeah,
lost.
nothing makes it out.
That's another conspiracy.
It's a good one though.
the
Yeah, we can hit that
magnetic
one after.
variation. But what I honestly think ended up happening was, the back then, at least for aeronautical travel, it's not nearly as advanced as it is today.
Right.
Like satellites weren't exactly
Yeah.
readily available. You had to travel by like VORs and all that. But what I ended up thinking
had a
happened
map.
is over a large body of water, it gets real easy to lose your bearings.
And you got to
wha-
remember this boy don't flying.
I know.
So what I think ended up happening, because she also had like a other person, someone else was also there with her. It was like some guy, I don't remember who it was. Was like, I just think that she honestly just ended up getting lost or ran out of fuel, and
That's what some people believe. Is she
That's
just
what I
ran out of
think.
fuel and kind of landed in the water or
I
something.
mean,
I would think she was in. I think she was definitely in the air and just ran out of fuel.
you think so?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, could think about it.
I feel like
Literally, you're gonna have absolutely zero sign of anything if you're out in the water, other than
Mhm.
the sun.
right.
That is your only like theoretical guide, other than maybe a compass. So, and yeah, of course, like Trayvon said, there was no technology really that was that advanced back then.
Yeah.
So you basically had a paper map that said, "Hey, here's America.
Yeah.
Here's your location. It's south."
Yeah.
And yeah, like the only thing you could see that shows you a direction was the sun.
Right.
And like I said, compass. So like, of course, and depending on how far it was, even if you get lost a little bit, yeah, you
You're-
burn
you're-
fuel.
you're done for.
So
It's
Yeah.
pretty much a one-way trip. You only have one chance. And I think one thing with like the conspiracy with the whole Bermuda Triangle is like what may have like actually caused like a whole bunch of missing ships and all that was because I think there's like a little bit of some like magnetic variation that would happen in the specific area.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've
So
heard.
what would happen? It would throw off all your instruments. You'd be like, something doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's because the pull or whatever of the magnets, it changes, so it could change your compass or vice versa. Communications are like, what is it? Like,
it's crazy. It's like
schematic or whatever.
literally one point. It's like literally. Every time I've heard of the Bermuda Triangle, I thought it was like some weird place across the world or something. But it's literally attached to Florida.
Right.
It's like right next to
Yeah,
Florida.
It's like directly next to us, pretty much.
Well, I think one point is like what Fort Lauderdale or Miami. One point's there, and then you have one like small island that's like called Bermuda Island or something like that,
Mhm.
and then the other one is like Cuba or something, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
Yeah.
so.
So it's all like that area, and I was like, dang, that's actually right by us.
You never hear about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Yeah,
maybe
you
our
really- yeah.
technology
Yeah,
has
you really
gotten
don't.
like too advanced for it at this point. Because of course, I think we still fly like
Yeah.
or boat across
Yeah.
it very readily.
Yeah,
So I feel like just back then with like like old compass and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it would be affected a lot more than today's
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
You just never hear about it.
yeah. So next one is in the Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore. Apparently, there's a secret room in Mount Rushmore that a lot of people believe like hold some of like the United States' deepest secrets, whether
Deep
it be like aliens or just crazy.
bigger stuff than
Fossils.
the Pentagon.
Hey, they could
I
be in
have
charge
actually-
of
I've
it.
actually never heard about this conspiracy.
Really?
Never.
I think I heard a
So
little bit about
there's
it.
like a secret room in Mount Rushmore in the
Nose.
Oh.
it's probably in the nose. Who knows? It's like, what is that little booger? So that's like their view.
Yeah.
And the guy standing at the nose, and it's like, is that a booger?
Is that
right
real?
there?
Yeah.
It's a
exactly.
guy.
Hole?
Is that no? It's a guy waving at me. It's like that's Bigfoot. He's coming out the nose.
Am I going crazy?
But yeah, apparently there's like a room in Mount Rushmore that like people believe is like holds some like deep secrets of the United States. Some say aliens are in there. Some say it's just a bunch of documents that are old documents that nobody wants to see anymore.
I've never heard about it, so I couldn't even put a point on it. I mean, they're probably. I don't
How
think
about
there's a secret room, honestly. I mean,
They
there
say it's like sealed
could,
off.
but-
They say it's like it's been there since I guess they created it or whatever.
yeah.
I say that also begs the question is, how would you make it? Because first of all, you got to get all the way up there, and like how they made the whole Mount Rushmore is they use like a whole bunch of dynamite to carve out like the faces, so they
And then chisel.
chisel it away. So like,
they go in their nose and start chiseling their brains out.
right, I'll have to see like some. I've never been, so I'll have to see like some pictures. Like, is the nose? Is it like carved out on the inside? Cause
Oh, we were just kidding about the nose. We don't know where it is.
Oh.
I just said the nose because I
Yeah,
thought it was funny.
yeah.
Jeremy's like, I got to see the carving on the nose.
Yeah, I gotta see the
I need to
carving.
see the detail.
I gotta
in
see
the
underneath
chisel.
the
Do they have a
picture.
big nose, a small nose? They got plastic
How
surgery.
big
That
is
nose
that
looks
room?
off. You just go to Mount Rushmore. That nose looks a little off to me.
These
He
guys
knew it
were
this
onto
whole time.
something. They had Botox way back then.
Yeah. This one's actually a pretty interesting one. So it says Disney created Frozen as a distraction.
I've heard about this.
So
I've heard about this. one.
Elsa fans should cover their ears as some people support the film Frozen and likely its sequel was created solely to hack the algorithm of Google. Why does Disney need to hack Google is what you might think. But it's so that when they search up Frozen Disney,
Mhm.
apparently
Oh, I
the
think I know.
Cryogenic.
cryogenic Walt Disney himself had a
Mhm.
cryogenic his head like stored away.
Mhm.
And because so many people are searching up, they wanted to put Frozen. So Frozen would be the first thing that
Mm.
comes up. Do you think he actually like cryo?
Oh, 100%. That's already been proven.
Has it?
Yeah, I think
His
it's-
head, like they actually legitimately have his head frozen.
Do you think it like will actually be able to do that?
Definitely.
I'm about to say, I
We
think
already
so.
are.
We got,
We've already done the thing where we can
Relatively
make
soon.
stuff out of nothing.
Relatively soon.
I don't know about relatively soon. Definitely within the next 100 years.
Yeah, because we already got like cryo. What are those like really cold?
What's it called? They brought the
showers.
mammoth back.
Oh yeah, they're like
You know, remember that?
yeah,
they took
did
the
like a whole
DNA from a mammoth that was frozen in the ice age.
and they incubated.
Yeah, and then they made
Well, that's-
basically a mammoth
Yeah.
at this stage
that's
of
a little.
life.
That's a little different though, because your brain that's creating a whole new animal.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying we're at this point.
Yeah.
You don't think in a couple years, I mean, maybe more than a couple, I'm saying like in the next 50 years, we're not going to have some kind of technology that could basically revamp a person's life? I definitely think it could be.
And I say once we figure it down, because I think we're still like studying
We
human
can
body.
we can change DNA at this point, like literally.
Mhm.
That's true.
I've heard about the thing in China. Of course, it's not a thing yet, but that they're getting to the point where basically you can get a sheet of paper right as like before your baby's born, or actually, but once you know that you're pregnant. So like you're immediately you take your test, you're pregnant.
Mm.
You could go into the hospital, get a form document, and pick. I want blonde hair,
Mm.
blue eye. Like you can pick it all, and then they can affect the DNA.
Wow, they playing.
Like I said, it's not true yet,
Yeah.
but
They
like
playing
they've
create my
got to the point
character.
where they could
Yeah.
technically make this a thing
Yeah.
because
Or at
they've
least-
gotten so advanced in like genome technology.
I'll say,
Got you.
yeah.
So
Got you.
yeah, 100% they can bring somebody back in the
Yeah.
future.
It was just interesting. Do you think that like they made Frozen just to cover that up?
Most definitely.
Most definitely,
I
because they
think-
didn't want people,
They
more
could,
people
why
to
would-
know about
They
it.
could name it anything else.
Yeah,
right.
that's true. And they had a sequel. They had two. So and it blew up though. It's a pretty good.
Well,
Good
it
movie.
is a good movie. That's what I'm saying. But like, there could be many other names.
Yeah.
So like, I do think it's related
Yeah.
in a way, just because of the fact that they don't want so much attention drawn to it.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of
A
attention once
lot.
it was figured out that his head actually was like cryo
Yeah.
frozen or whatever.
So
Yeah,
next
yeah,
one is in 2014, scientists said that the center of Earth might not be what we believe it to be. Like the core and all that, just molten lava and whatever it may be. Have you ever watched the movie Core?
I don't think I've seen
Cool.
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
So yeah, so this is what this goes with. And they said there was some people that kind of theorized that Earth might be actually hollow and there might be a small Earth in the middle
Okay.
instead of a big Earth. And they said the
Hmm.
big Earth on the outside. You think there's like a whole nother civilization in the center of Earth?
No,
What would they gain from?
come on now.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it would be really hard to stay in those conditions because number
The
one,
heat, yeah.
you have no sunlight. Two,
But-
hot, or assumingly hot down there because
But what
there's
if
no air.
But what if there is no core? Like if it's just not lava?
But
That's why they're saying it's a hollow Earth.
No, see, different. Think about it. You're not saying that it's a hollow Earth. You said think about another Earth in the center
yeah,
of the
yeah,
Earth.
yeah. Like it's like I mean, jokingly, like a small Earth, like it has another civilization on it.
No.
Not like more people, but more like an
I know what
animal
you're saying.
civilization,
No.
I feel like they would have died
like a
out,
huge jungle.
'cause- I don't know. I
Almost
feel
like you ever like what was it, the new King Kong, where King Kong like went through a portal and it was like deeper into Earth, but it was still like this uncharted land in Earth.
No.
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so.
Nah, it doesn't exist. I do think like what you're saying about like animals. I think there could be a possibility of living organisms near the core of the Earth, but I don't think it's hollow with a second Earth.
Hey,
It's like you have to
It's a
think
good theory.
the Mariana Trench is like the deepest point in the ocean, and like I think we have traveled to the bottom here recent, but either way, like once you get down to the lowest points, like there's new creatures found like every day because like it's just so massive down
Listen,
there.
We've
and
only
we can't
we've only
reach it.
discovered about like roughly 5% of our entire ocean.
Yeah.
like,
Don't you think that's crazy that
that
we're
is-
going to space before we've figured out what's in the ocean?
Let's say it's a lot. Surprisingly, it's a lot more harder to do deep ocean traveling because number one,
Pressure.
the pressure
Yep.
will kill
Also,
you before anything else.
also we can get off the Earth. We don't want to stay on the Earth any longer.
Get
We're not
us
gonna go
off
live
this
underwater.
rock.
I guess.
Go live on other planets though.
That would be kind of dope though to live underwater. Have you ever heard about the people that do like the things where they live underwater?
I've heard of tribes that don't live underwater, but they spend most of their time underwater, and they're like better swimmers. They can hold their breath longer.
Oh,
Kind
I've
of
heard
like
about those, yeah. It's like the tribes that weren't affected by technology.
yeah,
Oh,
and they're like
Indigenous tribes.
they're like because they like selective breeding kind of thing. What do they
Mhm.
call that?
Evolution.
Yeah, like evolution, like over time. Well, there's
Selective
another
breeding. I know what you're
there's another
talking
word for
about,
it, but yeah, but like where they get like
Because
better.
they have to do it all
Yeah,
the time,
yeah.
they
they're
create skills.
yeah
That's like the people that live high in elevation have
Yeah.
like better lung capacity
Right.
Yeah.
because they have to
deal with
breathe the
thinner
dense
air.
or that thinner air.
yeah. So
I've heard about that too.
yeah, there's the other ones.
So that's why anytime like you move, like here in Florida, we are pretty much at sea level.
Mhm.
We can breathe in, breathe out fine.
Uh-huh.
You take us up north, maybe like Colorado,
Oh,
we're gonna struggle.
Isn't that
Mhm.
like Colorado's like the highest point on Earth, or not in the highest point in the United States or something?
It is one of the higher points. Yes.
Yeah,
Well, you take us there,
It's a
and
big
you're,
difference.
you're gonna be like,
100% running.
I'm out of breath.
It's crazy.
And I'm just walking down the street. Why am I so out of breath? It's because the air's thinner.
Yeah, our buddy actually is up there at the military academy, and he talked about it. How it's actually like when he first started, of course, like running and stuff like
Yeah.
that, because they have to do the PT and stuff for the military.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's kind of difficult, because you're not used to it. You've been, somewhere for many years of your life. You basically have to adapt.
Yeah, I remember during like playoff season in football when we had to start like conditioning
Mm-hmm.
because it gets colder during Thanksgiving time. Man, it was horrible just doing that, like staying in here, but because we're not used to the cold, and it would get so cold, and we'd be running, and it feels like you have like frostbite in your lungs.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it gets
breathing
it gets hard to breathe. And I was like,
I mean,
"Oh."
even think about it. It's crazy what your body can do. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys both, but I take a hot shower. Take a cold shower. It'll shock your body, but if you
I
do
do
it
take cold showers.
consistently,
you
you get used to it.
Same
Yeah.
with like jumping into a pool. That
all I take is cold showers.
Yeah,
Mm.
I know.
I hate hot showers.
But see,
There's-
yeah, you're used to it.
yeah,
Right.
Now take a hot shower, you'd be like, what the
Whoa,
I
heck?
hate that,
why is it
yeah.
And then
hot?
you take a
Ah.
hot shower for a couple,
yeah,
couple
Used to
months,
it.
you'll get used to it. Even probably less than that. You can do it in a couple weeks, probably.
Mhm.
yeah. You're not lying.
Same thing as working out.
That's
You
it.
don't want to work out,
True.
but then whenever you start doing it, you're like, oh man, this is easy. Like with being sore. The first day you work out and you haven't worked out in a hot minute, you'll be sore as all get out.
Yeah.
Hey, you work out every single day. That soreness kind of just disappears unless you like really overwork your body.
I was like, you got to pull muscles in order to like
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
get a sore.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Next one, we'll do a two-parter right here. So,
Mm.
long lost creatures. So
Nessie.
yeah, Nessie and Bigfoot.
Mm.
Do you
Okay.
think they're real?
Let's see, for the Loch Ness monster. I think
I've heard that
with that-
specifically in London.
yeah. I think
Is it?
what ended up happening.
I'm pretty sure it was in Michigan.
Oh, you
was
might
in-
be right.
it was
You
in
might be right.
Superior,
Yeah,
Lake
yeah,
Superior.
the rake. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong lake.
I think because honestly, mythical creatures like that is you think that we would have somewhat seen it earlier. Like, why is it now resurfacing? But same with like the megalodon. Like people think that shark is still roaming around
Yeah,
somewhere in the
prevalent.
ocean, but it just the math doesn't add up. When you get to that size, like as an active apex predator, you have to stay eating all the time to maintain that huge size. And like, if we would have found something or some kind of like remnants of something washed up on the shore, like, man, this thing got demolished. But all we've seen is like stuff from like the big squid,
1900s.
giant squids. So honestly, I don't think so. I don't
Giant
think.
squids are pretty crazy. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
them things are.
I believe the
huge.
Loch Ness monster doesn't exist. I do believe the megalodon exists because there's proven like
Yeah.
I don't think it still lives today, but I do think
That's
the
not it.
megalodon was.
I don't even think that's a debate. Megalodon. Everybody knows megalodon.
Yeah, it
That's
did.
what I was
People
gonna
have
say.
megalodon teeth, the jaws.
Well,
size.
that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I believe that, but honestly, Bigfoot, I'm a little iffy. I
Right.
do believe and I don't believe.
like a
There's just so much. I feel like Bigfoot has to be like one of the most controversial things
I
out
think
there.
it is the biggest fake. I do think it is fake. I do not think it exists. But then again, there's always like, what if it does? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
there's always-
Nessie, I'm 100%. I'm like, yeah, that thing don't exist. But like Bigfoot, at the end of the day, the hard part about it is there's so much evidence.
Mm.
But is it
Yeah.
true?
Right.
Is the evidence factual? And there's really no way to prove it because no one's really seen it other than the people that claim to have seen it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You had to have been there to like, yeah, he's real.
Yeah.
But like anybody could fake like being the Sasquatch.
Yeah,
or
that's
the
the thing.
Yeti.
It's so hard to think about because it's like, man, do I really like believe that these two guys got this? You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
There was a movie that was about Bigfoot.
Really?
Bigfoot. No, I'm just kidding.
The foot.
It was a great movie. It was like a family inside their
Oh yes, I remember it. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, it was a-
100%. I
it was
know
a
the movie though.
family inside of a old
It was a
Volkswagen.
cabin. Yeah. It was a They had like a cabin.
It might have.
It was a young boy that had like Bigfoot as his friend.
Like
Yeah, I think
E.T.
it was pretty close.
It was actually a really good movie. I'm not gonna lie. It's very heartwarming movie rather than like a scary movie. Bigfoot's not scary in it. He's like
Okay.
a good friend of the kid.
It sounds like E.T.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, in general, Bigfoot, I don't know. I'm a little
I don't
iffy.
know.
I kind of believe it and I kind of don't. I can do a story, but it's gonna go kind of crazy. But whenever I was younger, my grandparents were big on Bigfoot being real because they used to live up in New York, but like not. You found the movie?
Yeah, it was
What's it called?
Harry and the Hendersons.
That's it.
yeah, that's what. That's
yeah, that
what I
movie's
remember.
good. But yeah, so my grandparents used to live up in New York, like not the city New York, and of course this was years ago, like decades. So they lived in uptown New York, so like where it was actually farmland and stuff, and they used to live in a trailer park, and one night, like this clear, my grandparents were hippies. So supposedly one night they were at the house and they heard some commotion outside of the trailer park. Basically how it was set up, my grandmother's kitchen saw out to like this big field, and like there was this big field and there was trees on the left and trees on the right, but there's this big gap in between like the trees. And my grandfather said it was probably about 200 yards, give or take, so pretty decent gap. And he said, yeah, they heard noise one night and they were like, what the heck? So they looked and they didn't see much. And then a couple minutes later, they heard like something like really loud, and they were like, "Oh, what's that?" So my grandfather decided to get up on the roof of the trailer with a gun, looking out at this field because they heard like stuff out there. And of course, it's late at night; nobody should be doing anything like that. And he said he was looking at that opening, and he saw a massive, like 7-foot tall figure take 3 steps to clear the 200 yards. And that's what he said is like what he's always said. But
Slenderman.
when I was a kid, I was like, oh my God, Bigfoot's real. Like that makes sense. And we used to have this cabin up in the woods, and I'd always go there and I'd be scared shitless that this Bigfoot was going to come kill me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that story was always with me when I was younger. But later on in life, I learned that my grandfather was high during that. So he probably doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You probably saw a deer running. The noise, something else could probably explain the noise, but the
Most
creature,
definitely.
like something.
He was a hippie, so I mean, at the
he
end of the
just
day,
seen-
they were having great times.
Yeah, he just
You
seen
heard that?
Slenderman.
Heard what?
Most definitely, they just probably saw a deer at the end of the day.
I would
But
believe
I mean, that story still resides with me to this day, and I'm like, hey man, Bigfoot might exist. Maybe he
might.
wasn't lying.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody thinks he's just lying. Little does he know he's actually telling the truth.
but that's the hard part,
That's the
man.
hard-
You never know because like these people could be telling the truth, but of course, you'll never know.
Yeah.
it's a skepticism. It's like, why?
Why don't we lie
Why?
detector these people?
Why
Put 'em
you
on.
of all people? Are you sure you saw what you thought you saw? I don't want to sound like the government. Like,
Yeah.
what did you see again?
That's another thing is lie
Oh.
detectors, man.
The
They are not.
polygraphs.
Yeah, they're not accurate because
If you can
it's
master
basically.
the.
I was gonna say it's your heartbeat, isn't it?
Mm.
It's basically like the murmurs in your heart whenever you're speaking. So yeah,
That's I always wonder like things when you take like a lie detector stuff or a lie detector test is like
can you beat it?
No.
Oh yeah.
can you do the reverse? Can you like actually not have done that and then like be like think that you've done it
100%.
and then you actually test positive for that?
Yes.
Because then
Well, I wouldn't say the likelihood of testing positive for it is less, but they will have inconclusive results.
Yeah.
That's what is
Yeah.
most common because they can't really say
That's not a
yes or
credible thing
no.
to go off of, because anybody can
they can't even
learn
use
how
it in
to-
court
right?
because it's not credible.
Because anyone can learn how to master like all. Just stay calm
yeah.
and
Bro's giving out tips.
Yeah.
do not do this.
It's like any of those times you watch the criminal shows of them trying to get away from the police, and
Yeah.
it's like, thank you for letting me know what I should do and shouldn't
Wasn't
do.
there was a show like how
oh yeah, first
to commit
40
murder?
Yeah,
First
that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
48.
like all these things. It's like they're telling us exactly how they find you. Just don't do that,
Don't
and
do-
you got away with it.
Little did you know they just reverse psychology you.
They knew exactly what they were telling you
Yeah,
this whole
yeah.
time. Like, look for that.
Yeah.
One thing is like I've seen like a lot of like body cam footage of like police recording or like talking to like killers, and like a lot of times what they see like something really common is that they always turn it like they make it about them.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't. They just let them talk and tell on themselves.
Dude, there's some like really cool like detectives out there that like I've like seen like the same thing where like there's the footage of them in the rooms, like the
Oh, yeah.
interrogation rooms. Dude, some of them cops are smart, like getting these people
they
to
gotta
talk
be.
and stuff.
Yeah.
One, but like I've seen one where the guy tried to like fight the cop. Like he grabbed the pen and tried to kill the
Oh
cop.
yeah, I seen
And
that.
he's like, "Come on, buddy."
Yeah.
He's like immediately cuffed him. He's like, "Come on."
I've seen this really cool psychology one that cops will use, I guess, apparently. And It's like, so they'll have like the guy telling them like what they did, like the story,
Mhm.
Oh,
and then so in the middle of them talking, the officer will kind of like under his breath like just make a weird noise or
Yeah,
say
yeah,
something,
I've heard that.
blah, and then the guy will like stop and be like, "What did you say?"
Uh-huh.
And he'd be like, "Oh no, just keep going," and they'll see if when you pick back up of what you're saying, is it still the same
Same.
story?
Yeah, if
or
it's still the same.
or if
idea,
you
yeah.
switched your story, or you don't know what you're
or
talking
you're
about
adding
anymore.
in details.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the thing. Also, they try. Sorry if I cut
No,
you
you're
off.
good.
They also do the same thing where they make you tell the exact same story multiple times to see if you're adding details
different
or
Yeah.
taking things out.
Yeah,
Because it's like, why would you why would you not tell me that it was at this time or whatever?
yeah.
I've heard that too. But like thinking about, I mean, if I was to be something, a detective would be really cool.
Make good money, I hear.
Bro, come on. I just want to do the questioning, bro. I want to know how they do that. It's like psychology, but at its like finest.
Seems kind of boring to me.
You heard it here, folks.
Cole's in it for the cash.
If you're being, if
They got me.
if there's any detectives in here,
I'll have the best bring in ratio. I'll just bring
Bring
the
it.
best.
Yeah.
I'll have the best bring in ratio. I just have it.
chest.
I'll just be bringing anybody and be like, just bring me my money.
Nice. All right, I got some segments for you guys. Got a little bit of would you rather.
I would rather not.
Okay.
Good answer.
Nah, I got some good ones. I'm telling you. So, first one's gonna be: would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early, but you can't do anything while you're waiting?
Oh wow,
Easily 20 minutes early.
same.
Yeah, I mean, I do the same.
I'm
I'm always an early guy,
Yeah, 20 minutes early. I mean,
but doing nothing for 20 minutes is a little bit frustrating.
I'm already doing 20 minutes early.
Yeah, but you cannot do a single thing.
Yeah,
You
just get
cannot
there.
eat. You cannot like talk
I
to
can't listen
somebody.
to
You
my
cannot get
music?
on your phone. No music. No, absolutely nothing.
in there, take a quick.
Bro, people are gonna look at you weird. You're just in the room,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
absolutely doing nothing,
That's-
staring at.
That's
them.
my pregame. You know, where you just lock in. You just you get your mind ready. Be like,
Oh yeah.
I'm about to get
Warm
this
yourself
today.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
can't
about
even. You can't do that. You
You
can't
can't
talk
do
to
it.
yourself.
I'm just saying. I'm just straight face.
Absolute straight face. Absolute nothing in your
Yeah.
mind. There is nothing going on
Yeah.
with you.
Hey, is this
But
guy
guess
all
what?
right?
But guess what? They know I'll be there early.
That's true.
I'll-
You will always be 20 minutes
I'll be
early.
there. I'll be there.
He's our weird employee, but hey, he's always on time.
Yeah. All right. I got another one. This one's really good because it's like nerfing an ability.
Nerfing ability.
Yeah. So it's would you rather have the ability to teleport anywhere but only once a month, or be able to fly but only at walking speed?
Well, if I'm only flying at walking speed, I'll just walk my way there.
Exactly.
Like, what am I
What's
flying for?
What's the point? Hey guys, wait.
At that point, you're just getting the view, I guess.
So
Man,
funny.
it's gonna take you a while. It's gonna take you as long as to
When
get
your
down.
buddy
to
when your
get
buddy
up.
starts running, hey,
Yeah.
slow down.
Can you imagine like you're in a very populated area, so you like have to get over the buildings, and like you only go up as slow as you walk. So you're like going up these skyscrapers,
I'm
and the people are
taking
just staring at you the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
taking the
so slow.
elevator.
Yeah,
So which one you picking?
All right, you said teleport. I can only teleport once
a month.
that's plenty for me. I feel like that's not even like there's no trade off. I feel like
Hang on.
Yeah, but think about this.
think that's
If
a
you're to
double-edged
teleport,
sword.
yeah, think about it. If you're to teleport somewhere like really cool, you have to wait
you
a
gonna
month
get
to get back.
and hey,
I mean,
I'm
I
taking a
guess.
month long vacation,
But yeah, let's say, bro, teleport to Hawaii. Now you got to wait a month in Hawaii.
or I could
Where's your
just
passport?
or I just save
Where's your
myself on a
passport?
one-way ticket.
I was
I
saying.
guess.
I did just save myself on a one-way ticket.
I was saying when you teleport, the bigger question is if you were to like try and like prepare yourself. Will you just take like, all your externals, or do you just teleport
Yeah.
as you are? Like,
You teleport
No.
naked.
Yeah, you just
I'm
teleport.
kidding.
You lose
Nah,
all your clothes.
Nah, I think you get to keep.
Can you
your stuff.
imagine you accidentally? Have you ever watched the movie Jumper? Jumper, such a good movie.
I thought
But
you
it's-
said 21 Jump Street.
No, hey, Jumper. It's I want to say like 2012, and it's about a movie where these guys they can jump. So it's kind of like teleportation. Yeah. Well, jumping it correlates with teleportation, right? But they can only teleport to places they've been or
Or
they've
seen.
seen.
Oh,
So like the
yeah.
main guy, he has like all these photos of different cities or stuff, and then if he wants to go there, he picks the photo,
Mm.
and it's like people chasing him. And I was like, I mean, you can just teleport wherever you want.
But
It-
there is
it-
a nerf.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
once
one
a month, though.
heavy.
Doesn't
that is
really
a
matter.
heavy nerve.
Exactly.
If
So
it
which one you picking?
teleporting.
You teleporting once a
Heck
month?
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I can just walk. Why would I want to fly if I'm walking?
You're still flying though.
Because guess
I'm about
what?
to say you're-
I can run, and I'll be even faster than flying.
That's true.
But I think honestly, I'd rather fly. See, if I could teleport anywhere, like the limit was once a week, maybe I give it more, but flying,
I'll
it
take
just
it.
sounds more practical. Because I mean, teleporting, it's like, yeah, I can do it, but I can't get back.
Yeah.
I gotta wait. But flying,
Yeah, but like
I think
that. My bad. You can go.
thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
But
no, I'll go.
oh my god. Nah, I'd probably go flying too. Just because of the fact it's not like you have to fly. You can still walk around whatever. The thing is, if you fly, you are at walking speed. But like think about it, bro. Any building you're like, man, I want to be on top of that. You just get up there. You might be slow, but you probably run up the stairs faster.
I got the elevator.
But,
I'll be even faster than that.
That's true. But like
But
I
you can't
said,
get
at
all
the
this
end of
to
the
the
day,
top.
yeah, I think it'd be better to fly at walking speed.
All I'm saying is, if I could teleport anywhere, I don't care if it's 6 months. I gotta wait.
That's fair.
I'll teleport to the nearest convenience store, and I'll be there. And then I just gotta walk. I can walk
So
back.
dumb,
I'll walk
bro.
back, and I'll still beat you while you're flying there and back.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, you're supposed to be reporting for work. Oh,
Yeah.
That one day of the month that you forget to wake up. All right, next one. Would you rather live in a world where everyone can read your mind or a world where everyone can control your actions for 5 minutes a day?
I think.
Can they kill me?
Oh,
Nah, I think that's like I don't think like hurting yourself is out of the question.
Okay, so I'll definitely take that one.
yeah, the second one, because
I got a crazy mind, man. People were in
You
my
can't
mind,
get
boy.
inside me.
If people were in my mind, we would all be sociopaths,
Pause.
man, this guy's down bad.
and we'd all be going crazy, man. I gotta keep this stuff to myself.
Anytime you try and hit on a girl, your true intentions
Yeah.
come
So,
out.
Dang,
Yeah.
she pretty. Watch this.
Really,
You creep. I didn't say
Exactly.
anything.
really, these people don't know that I'm protecting them. I'm really taking one. I'm taking one for the
Alright.
world
Really
right
just
now.
protecting yourself.
I'm
or
protecting the
everybody
world right
else.
now. They don't need to know all that.
That's fair. All right, that one's pretty.
5 minutes a day.
Consent.
It's still a lot of time, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
Either way, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Once that 5 minutes is up,
I'm a free man.
Yeah.
man.
All right. This one's probably one of the biggest would you rather's. So, would you rather fight a chicken every time you get into your car, or fight a gorilla once a year with a sword?
I'd rather fight a chicken.
Every single day that you get in your car.
Fighting a gorilla,
Well-
I don't stand a
Actually, hold on. That's not every single day. Every time you get in your car. Think about how many times you get in your car a day.
I just gotta snap the chicken's neck.
always have like a boxing glove.
I'm
in the
definitely fighting the
car.
gorilla. We're gonna throw that bit. Aye, Captain.
That
yeah, you have a
gorilla's finna-
sword. I mean, come on.
that
Yeah,
gorilla's
doesn't
gonna
mean you know how to
snap-
use a sword.
Have you seen how big a gorilla is?
You
Yeah,
got a
them
bare
things are-
hand. You
I ain't
got a
gonna lie.
barehanded chicken though. Every single time you get in
I
the
think I
car.
have a better chance of barehanding a chicken than I do.
Well, so what are you doing?
The gorilla's gonna grab the sword and then grab me, and we're
He's
both
gonna
screwed.
use me as a toothpick.
Yeah, we're
But it's only once a year. You'll have one good year.
I
of
ain't
once
gonna-
a
life.
year.
I
I
ain't
won't
gonna
make
see
it to the
the
second.
next.
I won't see this next year.
It's been a good run.
The question is it the beginning of the year or the end of the year?
exactly.
Do I get like
Bro said, let's start this year off right.
Yeah.
Gorilla immediately.
yeah.
Hey, what's the sword? Oh no.
He said, not this year. Come on.
Oh,
You spawn. Where's my sword? The gorilla just passes to you, all crumbled up. That bit looked like a lightning bolt. He just folded it for you.
It's me going up against a steamroller.
Hey, when the game glitches, hey, where the sword at?
Nah, chicken. I can dress for a chicken because they like to peck.
Yeah.
I'll just always wear some long sleeve.
He's kidded.
Bing.
There you go. All right. So you're chicken too?
No chicken.
Both chickens?
Yeah.
Chicken.
I feel that. I'm chicken too.
I'm about to say, you know damn well you ain't taking those
Bro,
gorilla.
you know how big I am, bro? Gorilla would smash me in about 5
the
seconds.
gorilla would
Fucking-
snap you.
I can
Oh,
even
yeah.
take on a monkey, bro.
He said them chimpanzees are pretty crazy.
That
Yeah,
thing, they're
I'm
more
good.
violent than the apes.
I'm telling you. Next one. Would you rather experience everything that happens to you in slow motion or fast forward?
Everything that's happened to me.
Yeah, like everything that happens on a daily basis. Slow motion or fast forward?
So every day just goes faster. Or
Faster
every day
or
you go
slower?
Dang, that's
That's a crazy
Yeah.
one.
It's every
That's
so
a thinker.
if I take slow, everybody's slow, and if I take fast, everybody's fast.
You too.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say you're affected too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like if I'm just fast and they're just talking normal speed, I was kind of
Yeah, I feel like the
I mean,
black-
either
speed
way
it up
it
a little bit.
sucks.
Speed it up a little bit.
I mean, either way, it sucks.
I was say being slow. It's just
You're either going to complain
Dragging.
that the day drags on too much, or you're going to complain that your day goes
Cool.
by too fast.
I'd rather the
Yeah,
day
but-
go by too fast.
I would too.
Yeah, me too.
because everything in slow motion is
The
like,
slow motion, everything would drag on forever.
Oh, yeah. 20 minutes.
Yeah. But if it was faster, it's like okay, I just knocked this out.
Like no,
Sloth. You'd be a sloth, basically.
I'd be
Sure.
like a POV of a snail. No, thank you.
Not turbo.
Turbo.
Yeah. Next one. Would you rather be able to control fire, but it always
Ooh.
feels like you have a sunburn, or control water, but you're always wet?
You know what? I think,
I think that's an easy one.
yeah.
What?
Give me water. I'll stay wet all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's nasty. Pause. Pause. Okay.
Better bring a towel.
Because it's about to rain in here.
Bro's Riz is insane.
Yeah.
I would say getting a sunburn, but
I've had plenty. I don't need more. I might get skin cancer if I get any more.
Yeah.
every time you use fire, don't worry, guys. I can light this on fire.
No offense. How many times do I need fire? How many times do I need fire, and how many times do I need water?
That's true.
I think water outweighs fire.
I can always
Water does control
take
fire.
a shower. Like if I'm someplace,
You don't have to take a shower. Just
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
soap.
yeah. You just already be wetting
Scrub a
yourself.
dub dub, bro.
boom.
How
Oh, it-
wet are you? Pause.
You'd probably be drenched.
You just like the first day you get that power, you wake up and be like, "Did I piss myself?" Like, nah, that's just my power,
Dang
baby.
it, this is the 5th bed I went through.
this is my superpower.
You're just gonna sleep in a water bed.
Water.
You're gonna be on
In
a
the
water
ocean.
bed. You can be on a water bed in water.
There you go.
That's an experience. Water on water. In
Ooh,
water.
bro's walking on the water. Water on water.
Water.
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
Next one. Would you rather live the same day over and over again forever, or live a life where everything is unpredictable, even the laws of physics?
That sounds like a lot funner.
Yeah.
I'm just every
The
day
same
random.
day?
You could just be like no gravity tomorrow.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh.
What about? But it's the best day you've ever had. What about that? Nah, it gets old.
It feel like
Yeah.
you're caught in a loop.
Yeah.
It is exactly a loop.
There was a movie about that. It was the dumbest movie.
There's a
The
couple movies
birthday-
like that.
It was the day after tomorrow. Is what it's called. It's
That's a serial killer one, right?
what?
There's
no.
There's a horror one where
Oh, you got to survive.
she gets killed at
Oh,
the
the
end of each day, and she
birthday.
keeps starting over and
I've
over
never
again.
heard of
I
that
think
one.
it's like the one where like it starts on like their birthday,
Mhm.
and they got to
Yeah, I
find
think
a
it is
way.
their birthday.
They got to find a way to break the loop
Yeah,
because it's like
and at the end of each day they get killed, and they just restart the day
restarts.
back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking. It's called the Day After Tomorrow or something like that,
Hmm.
and it's a war movie.
Hmm.
It's like they're in like mech suits, and it's got Tom Cruise.
Huh.
Terrible.
it's terrible.
Yeah, I
He's
hated
always
it.
running.
It was so boring. So everybody's like go on the day that's unpredictable.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right.
it's already like that now.
Yeah, as I say.
Just at least
Other
the
than the
laws still do.
physics.
The laws still
Yeah.
do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm floating.
All right, next one. Would you rather swap lives with someone randomly for 1 day a week, or be able to live an extra 100 years, but you age twice as fast?
Oh, definitely swap bodies with random people.
Yeah, but think about you be swapping with Diddy.
Ooh.
I'm enjoying the life.
No, don't say that.
I'm enjoying it. Hey, one day
What
I
am I
don't got to
doing
go through
behind
my
bars?
repercussions.
Oh
Damn, is this
God!
prison? Hey, yo, Diddy.
Yeah. No.
You swap with
I'll be like,
Stephen
so,
Hawking.
I'll be like, so this is. I'll
That's
be like,
crazy.
I'll be like, bring me the children.
What? Hey, take that one back.
Yo, clip
He said,
that.
he said,
Clip that, Jack. Clip that. You
he
heard
said,
that?
he said, so this is what Diddy be going through, huh?
Oh
But,
God!
hey, are we about to switch that? It's like 12. It's like
I needed
11:59.
this.
It said 11:59. I just need one more minute, and then you're good to go, my boy.
Oh,
Let me get
God.
out of here
Dang
real
it,
quick.
Back to my old life.
Dang, nabbit.
Can you imagine though if you just get like some boring people, or like,
It's
or
a lot
or
of
if you get-
people.
yeah, if you just get like.
in the retirement home, just sitting there.
Oh yeah.
So this is what old age feels like.
I hate it.
Oh, imagine you feel the pain too.
Ugh.
You get somebody
I
with
already
like
I already feel
herpes.
I don't think there's really any pain with herpes, but okay.
Okay, what's the other one?
Oh,
what
yeah.
if- oh,
That's a
what if-
pee.
What if you had someone?
A
Kidney
hemorrhoid?
stone. You get a kidney stone.
yeah. I, mean,
You find
I
somebody with a
literally,
kidney stone.
I literally get switched to somebody literally in the middle of passing a kidney stone. So I experienced the whole thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
that would be rough.
Oh, oh no.
He said, okay, who am I now? Oh!
What is this pain?
Hey, that's the thing. You never know.
Oh,
It still
so
seems
like-
pretty fun though.
Or you swap to somebody in like Iraq getting shot. Like
Well,
what
if
do
I
you do
die,
then?
if I die, do I still go back to my own body?
I think you do.
I should because I'm like
You're not them.
I'm legally honored to like go to somebody else the next day.
Exactly.
I don't
Legally
know. Like,
honored.
what if you switched with one that had rabies?
Oh,
bro?
so
no, hold on. Yeah, what if they switch to your body and you die? Like that body dies, or the person you switch with is like crazy and does some crazy stuff with your body.
I would pre-lock myself up. Like they just can't get
He'll
out.
tie himself down every single day.
Let me out of here.
That's crazy.
Because like at least for the first like hour, they don't know what's going on. They just think they're having a good time.
Freaked out.
'Cause I'm
like,
not
"Who
gonna-
are you?
Or maybe I should like tie them down and then leave a mirror above so they know they've been in a different body.
Here's a
Yeah,
note.
because it's only one day a week.
Yeah.
So like you do have 6 days a week where you're
That is true.
yourself.
So, I thought okay. So
It's not like you're swapping bodies
Yeah.
every single day. It's
Yeah.
one day a week that you're gonna have
Yeah.
as a different body.
Yeah.
I
So
hope
like
it's-
they could do some crazy stuff in your body and get you like.
I hope it's the
cooked.
weekend so I could experience what their best of their day. What
Yeah,
their best
you
day feel
have to
like.
go to work.
What if- I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, what if
Actually, you wouldn't
someone's-
have to.
That's true.
You're them.
But
I mean, you
don't
do
wanna
whatever
get-
you
I
want.
don't want to get them fired because they got
Ah,
livings.
Come on now, bro. You really gonna go to work for somebody?
Yeah.
You going
That's why
to
I said-
8th mile.
That's why I said I'll go on the weekends. I'll switch on the weekends.
So, see,
Yeah.
what if
I don't think
someone-
you get to choose though. I think your day is Wednesday.
like someone swapped and
That's
they
a
were
horrible-
like,
that's a horrible day.
imagine someone swapped with it, like they were an impulsive spender and
Yeah, you spend everything in your bank account.
Too bad I don't got nothing to spend.
Cole literally be going to people's bodies and bankrupting them. Cole's like,
Wow.
Yeah.
oh, look at this. He's got $5,000.
Yeah,
Guess
just
what?
legal.
Thank you. He's just shipping it to his
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
His-
yeah.
Cole's actual body is
Yeah.
shipping it to himself.
Yeah.
they go trace that back like, oh,
Why is
that's
this guy buying
smart.
that?
But what if you don't know like their password? See, that's the thing. That it sounds simple until you really got to think about it.
Facts. All right, I got a thinker. Would you rather be able to change the past, but only in small, insignificant ways, or predict the future, but only for 5 seconds at a time?
Hey, those 5 seconds. Those 5
Are we
seconds.
talking
could
about,
be-
talking about like 5 seconds or like 5 Mississippi seconds? Like 1 Mississippi.
5 seconds. That's all I
Two
need.
What's up? What do you think about?
Hmm.
But
You
like
get to
what
predict the
what,
future for 5
what,
seconds
what
at
is
a time.
changing your past but not instant
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is so the dumbest. Like, would you rather, bro? You can only change the past, but in small, insignificant ways.
Like you woke
So,
up.
like, you move a bottle to the left,
you move it to the
Yeah.
right.
like
That's
things that have no matter that adjust nothing.
Yeah.
You're just like, my TV's a little left today.
Yeah, I guess
There you
give,
go.
give me the future telling.
I mean, yeah, you
5
still get to
seconds.
predict future for 5 seconds at a time.
I could be like an oracle.
Yeah, there's no cap. You get 5 seconds at a time. You can just spam 5 seconds. So yeah,
It just changes every time. It's like, which one do I believe?
it's like, oh my god, the
What's-
future changed again.
What should I say?
He said, I'm about to
Okay,
turn.
don't say that.
He said, you're not going to believe what these 5 seconds just told me. What did they tell you? I'm about to change into Diddy.
What? His other perk.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's my oil.
Would you rather be stuck in a time loop where only you know what's happening, or live in an alternative reality where you don't know anything about your current life?
Like the time loop. You know, how?
But you're the only one that knows,
Well, the second one just sounds like you're starting a new life over.
pretty much.
I'm about to say
The first one's just a loop. It's not day though, loop. It's like your life loop.
Hmm.
But I can change it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like starting at a checkpoint.
It doesn't say like day, month. Like it doesn't say what you're repeating.
Yeah.
It just says loop.
So what do you want to make the loop as?
That's very broad.
Let's give it a month. A month loop.
Oh, that's horrible. Give me a new life. Give me
Yeah.
a new life. If I'm just gonna start this last month, I want to change things that happened years ago. I don't care about this last month.
I'm stuck. in
Last
a
month was boring,
But think about it. You lose everything.
and I'm starting over.
This guy's crazy.
Damn.
I'm starting from fresh, my boy. I'm changing everything.
Okay.
So that month would feel unbearable.
That's the
'cause
thing. Like it always gets old. It might be a great month, but you can't
I thought
change anything.
I thought loop is like your whole life gets looped.
I mean-
I would definitely, if it was a whole life, like if I'm just starting my life
so.
over,
It depends.
but I'm looping. But I already know
Okay.
my whole. Because then they're kind of like
You're
they're
immortal.
but they're kind of like 50-50 now because
I see what
one
you're
is like
saying,
you can
yeah.
change your whole life. The other one you just start a whole new life. It's kind of like what it is. I would definitely like if it was a whole life loop. I don't see why not. I
Yeah,
could change a lot of things.
I feel that.
I got a lot of regrets I can change, but then the other one is just whole new world, and I just start doing whatever I do.
That's fair. I
Who
feel
knows?
that.
Maybe I meet Diddy in that life.
Okay. You and Diddy, bro.
You
I started
might get
showing
a
him.
raid to a house.
Yeah.
All right, last question of the podcast. Would you rather know the answer to every unsolved mystery in history, but never be able to share it, or be able to ask or answer? Oh, hold on. Or be able to ask any question and have it answered, but only if it's a question no one cares about.
Oh.
I feel like there's always questions that nobody cares about.
Yeah. Well, which one do you care
I
about?
guess
You
I
want to
just
know
gotta depend.
every unsolved mystery, but you can't tell anybody? Or would you rather have every question answered, but it has to be one that no one cares about?
Definitely the second one. Because I just like you might care about one question, he might care about a different question, but I
Yeah,
just got two answers of what I wanted to be answered.
true.
If
Okay.
So you can,
I
you
feel
can
like
find
I
loopholes
feel
with
like
that.
knowing all the mysteries that like the world has ever seen would be pretty cool.
I
don't
think
you?
I want that. I want to know everything. I don't care if you guys don't know. Okay. I know.
Yeah.
I'll be the smartest man alive.
Yeah,
I just can't tell nobody.
yeah. I guess so.
Imagine being the smartest man alive and being like, man, I can't even let y'all know how smart I am.
So I got a rebuttal for that. So
Yeah.
I got a would you rather. Would you rather go back in time, or would you rather go forward in the future? This is one I always ask people, and I like how people think about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably go back.
Yeah, like, am I still in my current like age and I can go back
Mhm.
to like when I was
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd go
honestly,
back for sure.
I would. Are people still gonna be able to see me normally?
Yeah.
Ooh, Dang, that's gonna throw some stuff off.
You can literally change.
You can change
everything.
Your whole
Yeah, I'm going back.
yeah.
But also, you can go in the future and experience all the most
I
craziest
don't want to see what
fathom
the future's like.
ideas
Yeah,
out
I'm
there.
not gonna lie. I see what present is. I'm going back.
I said the future is looking grim.
I know everybody always be saying, you're gonna regret it whenever you're like, 'cause you're always like younger. You're like, I want to be this age. I
Yeah.
want to be this age. I want to be this
Yeah.
age. And then by the time you're like, nah, I definitely want
I-
to be that age. Then you're like, man,
Man,
I really want to
I
go
don't
back.
wanna-
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go back and experience. I'm going back.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
going
back.
back.
I convinced him. We're going back.
Yeah.
What
Going
about
back to
you?
my
I'm
Modern
going back
Warfare
for sure.
days.
Oh, see,
I always tell people I'd go back because a lot of people like to go to the future, but I always go back because it's like there's so many things in past tense that we don't know about
facts.
that like I can figure out and I can learn about. In the future, everything's documented. Look at nowadays, everything is documented. We will never lose any of this information,
Right.
right? But like in the future, it'll be even more documented. You will never be able to change any of that.
That's true.
But the past is there's so much stuff that will never be solved or even uncovered, and it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff out there.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going
We're going back to
Run
the
it.
Back in-
future.
We going back in time.
running back turbo.
All right, boys. That's a wrap. W podcast.
W.
Podcast. W podcast.
Ribbity rip.